Oh, snap. Yeah, boy. We back one more again in the black room. Oh, man. You know how we do it, man. Each and every week in the black room. You know what time it is, bruh? It's the rec room. It's the rec room. Hi, that's right, man. It's the homies, man. We back in the building. Each and every week we come to you with several sports topics, sports information, and our views from the city, man, from the streets where we at right now, man. And I'm hoping that y'all enjoy it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, everything Rec Room Entertainment. And man, AJ, man, like that's a really fly hoodie over there, man. I like that ensemble right there, bro.
Thank you, man.
Oh, okay, man. We don't worry, y'all. We got a lot going on, coming on. You know how we do each and every week. We got hoodies on deck, merch coming soon, and headlines. I don't know where to start. Whether on the merch,
catch that. Nobody heard that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a dope hoodie, though. That's a dope hoodie.
But like, so what we gonna do is, you know what I'm saying, this is how we do, right? Who we got in the building right now, man? We got T Sweat, also known as T Sweat, better known as T Sweat, but you call him T Sweat. You know that.
T Sweat.
Okay, we got my man Jay on the MIC, man. Jay, what to do? Okay, we got my boy Macomilly, a.k.a. Coach Joey.
What's happening?
Okay, and we got your boy K-Whit. That's right, YaBoyKWhit. My number one draft pick, a.k.a. Hustle Westbrook, on the bricks right here, right now. So what we going to do, fellas?
How was everybody week?
Yeah, I was about to say what we going to do is talk about the weekend, right? And go over a couple things, right?
Yeah, we might as well
Next
get on
up, NBA Finals reactions.
Okay,
Okay.
lining it up, number one, right? So the NBA Finals started.
NBA Finals reactions.
Right, so NBA Finals started Friday, and you know we got our producer in our ears. It's crazy. We don't even know.
We in there.
Okay, so Friday, right? You know what I'm saying? We was talking. We was clamoring in the group chats. A lot was going on. Sweat, you say you got the numbers. Tell us what happened, bro.
Yeah, man. Game one, we got the Celtics 120, Warriors 108. Celtics was 51% from three, and Warriors was 42% from three. The high scores were Al Horford with 26, 3 and 6.
Yeah.
We had Jaylen Brown with 24, 5 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
Got White out the bench with 21, 3 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Even Smart and Tatum did a little something, 18, 4 and 5. And Tatum surprisingly didn't have a lot of points, but he had a lot of assists.
A lot of assists.
13.
13 assists, 12, 13 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Warriors, Curry had a great game. He was 34, 5 and 5. Wiggins was 20 and had 5 rebounds. Thompson had 15, 3 and 2. Porter Jr. had 12 and 4 rebounds. And Poole only had 9 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's
how y'all feel about game one?
It was a up and down kind of game for me, because you know, as everybody knows, I'm the resident Celtics fan. So I was I was on the edge of my seat in the first quarter, but you know what I'm saying, I was really watching it for like the aspect of saying, like, you know how like you see teams, especially playing the Warriors, like you start seeing teams, man, they be like, man, he go shooting again, man, god dang. You can see it, like you can see their body language change when the arena lights up and Steph Curry hits another three or something like that. Then he starts chewing on his mouthpiece. You know, when Steph Curry starts chewing on his mouthpiece outside his mouth, it's like a tail. You know, like when you play poker.
Like when Kobe bite his jersey.
Right? Yeah. You know. Yeah. When you playing poker, you try to keep a poker face.
When Kyrie jersey get untucked.
Right. Yeah. When Kyrie jersey get untucked, you know, Steph Curry mouthpiece get on the side of his mouth. Kobe bites his jersey. When LeBron start tucking his and pulling on his real tight, it's really going down. So I was looking at how the reaction was going, but luckily my Celtics held serve. I think the defensive aspect kicked in because everybody remembers that we were talking about the Celtics are number one in defensive rating over the board,
right.
And then the Golden State Warriors are number two, and we'll get into them being the number two in game two. But number one, you know, we showed out as far as that goes because we put on like a 17-8 run in the third. It was huge.
Yeah, Al Horford, he definitely showed out.
Al Horford. You know,
came to play.
Yeah, you know what? At the age of 36, I believe.
35, 30.
35, 36.
I'm happy
season
for
in.
him.
It was his birthday the next day. That was a cool thing.
Yeah.
And I thought it was real cool. You know, they
Might have explained game 2, but we gonna get that.
right. You know, he felt his age in the game too. But yeah, I felt it was real cool. Like, you know, he did that thing. They showed like the timeout. You know how they be showing their faces. He was blowing kisses to his wife and stuff. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
But I like how Boston showed their poise and the composure. Because Steph came out hot game 1.
Yeah.
Quarter 1, hitting 6 threes.
Six
you know what I'm saying?
threes,
He
man.
came out really on fire.
Swisher.
Wow.
They was at home in Golden State, so, you know, the arena was going crazy. Bananas, y'all withstood that. You know, Marcus Smart talked to the troops, calmed down, gave them advice, gave them tips, things to do on the defensive end.
Right.
To try to alleviate that. Y'all really clamped down in the second half. Even with Golden State going on a barrage of threes from Steph and Golden State playing pretty good offensively in the first half, y'all still stuck with them. It was very close at halftime.
Yeah, they were still
You know
they
what
were
I'm
still
saying? So
dropping
y'all was
threes.
right there. Y'all were matching them, and honestly, like I said, Tatum didn't really have a good scoring output game 1, but White came through. Marcus Smart was decent. Horford had a big game.
Pritchard off the bench.
You know what I'm saying? Pritchard. So y'all got help from the others.
Full team effort.
Y'all stole home court advantage from them.
Right.
So y'all mission accomplished.
Right. We
y'all
supposed to get
split
one.
Y'all split one. Y'all did what y'all need to do. Now it's time to go ahead and defend home court in Boston. So we'll see what it is, man. This series is heating up. It's gonna be a long series, 6 or 7. I predict to go to state in 6. We'll see how it continues to go.
That brings us to game 2.
Right.
So game 2 was a little different, a little opposite.
Very much so different.
A little vice. We had the Warriors with 107 and the Celtics with 88. And surprisingly, they both shot 40% from 3. But it was a little different when it came to who was dominating. So we still had Curry with a good stat line, 29, 4, and 6. But we had Poole step up and had 17, 3, and 2.
He came through.
He was a big part of the game.
Yeah.
We had surprisingly the third highest score was Looney with 12, 2, and 7.
And I'm gonna
I think
get
he was
into
6
that.
from 6 from the field too.
I'm gonna get into that.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get into that. Go keep going, Sweat.
And we had Thompson. He did a little better.
He had 11 points.
Yeah, no, he didn't do good.
He's
He's struggling right now.
He struggled exactly. He was 11, 1, and 3, and then we had Wiggins with 11, also 2 rebounds and 2 assists and 6 rebounds. And then we would go to the Celtics. Tatum had a better point game, but he only had 3 assists, so he was 28, 3, and 6.
You know, it's up and
So
down.
that's a little different from the 13 from the previous game.
Right.
We had Jaylen Brown with 17, 3, and 6. We had White off the bench with 12, 2, and 4. Williams with 6, 1, and 1. Smart with 2, 5, and 2.
Come on, man.
Al
They
Horford
need you.
with 2,
Come
1,
on,
and
Marcus.
8.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was the difference between game 1 and game 2.
It was huge in the aspect of saying the Golden State Warriors showed them who they were. You know what I'm saying? Because of course everybody knows you want to bounce back at home, and you know the Golden State Warriors, they're not no slouches. They are, as my uncle Stephen A. Smith would say, they are box office. You know what I'm saying? Steph Curry is box office. I don't care what nobody says, but Draymond Green is box office for more than one reason. And Draymond Green, I think, is the catalyst to the way that the Golden State Warriors play.
So you would say that was the difference between
The difference between game 1 and game 2 was basically what Draymond Green was doing mentally. The mental aspect of any sports game is huge. And Draymond Green played a part in it. I don't know. They showed it on several sports shows on the 4-letter networks today. How Draymond Green was out there plowing into guys, and it, you know, and it's. I'm not hating. This is what was happening. You know, Draymond Green was using his body and being more physical without the ball, nobody around. I don't care what was going on. Draymond Green was walking in.
Slick,
he was walking into everybody, and then next thing you know, here come after he done ran into you the second time, not setting the screen, but physically walking into you, and now you looking at me, we making eye contact, but you ain't realizing Steph Curry running behind me. Steph Curry just went right past you, and here goes the ball to Steph Curry, there goes another 3. Like that type of play, you know what I'm saying? It's not even dirty play. It's being physical. It's almost something like the Detroit Pistons used to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? By the third, fourth quarter, man, you tired of somebody bumping in. I'm tired of Dennis Rodman touching the back of my calf. Say I saw that in the joint. They used to be mad at Dennis Rodman. You know, Dennis Rodman would pinch your thigh.
real quick though.
You know,
do y'all think Celtics gonna take care of their home court? Game 3.
I think they split there. I think it'll end up once game 5 come around, it'll be 2-2. I think the Warriors get one in Boston.
Next up, sports headlines.
I'm with that. I'm with the 2-2 notion. I'm more so seeing it being 2-2 after, like right
Sports
before Game
headlines.
5. So I'm hoping it's a close 2-2, not a drag. I don't want no more drag sessions. But Draymond Green showed us who he was in more than one way, especially if you got to see what he did to Jaylen Brown when he got fouled on the 3. J-Sheen, what you think about the game?
I mean, basically, you saw Tatum. You know, usually when he has bad games, he comes back with a big game. Shot like 33%. You know, so you would think, you know, he's gonna come back from that, and you know, didn't work out.
Right, it wasn't a huge bounce back.
I just think this series gonna come down to 3 things: coaching, adjustments, and the others. Who gonna play better? Game 1, Boston. Others played good. Some of the supporting cast for the Warriors didn't play good. Poole didn't have a good game, but he bounced back game 2, had an incredible
big shot.
game.
Big shot.
That dagger 3, that deep 3 from Poole was a very big momentum.
2 feet
builder,
from 2
you know what
feet
I'm
from the
saying?
logo. 2 feet from the logo.
Nice little crossover and shot that. But Clay struggling. Clay can heat up. It's gonna be a good series, man. So I'm ready to see, you know, who gonna respond in the following games. Who gonna step up? Everything is up for grabs, man. It's bittersweet because it's the best pinnacle of basketball right here. The best basketball we're gonna get. But after this, it's gonna be over. For a while,
Trash.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to enjoy this series. Let's get a good long series.
Over the summer, we're gonna get some of that trash ball going.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all good.
I think it's on time for Jay with sports headlines.
Jay.
All right, so first of all, your boy LeBillion.
Wow.
Yes,
billion.
sir.
Yeah, real Billy.
LeBron
Yes, sir.
James.
He's a little billionaire.
LeBron James.
Inspiration.
All right, so
Billionaire James. I got
Before-
plenty of them. You want me to stop now?
before y'all, I just want to sprinkle a little salt on that. Just a little
NBA
bit.
Finals reactions.
All right, see,
Sports headlines.
Come on,
Yeah.
our producers in our
Sir.
headphones saying all kinds
yeah.
of stuff.
So I'm gonna sprinkle a little salt on that. So imagine if Jordan played for like 20 plus seasons. Can you imagine how much he would have sold before he retired?
I see where you going with this, but
I
Jordan
don't.
wasn't a
That's
visionary.
it. That's all.
I don't.
Jordan wasn't a
You put
visionary
salt
like
on
LeBron.
And
what
that's
my
just
boy
in,
did.
that's just in shoes. Though.
If Jordan
put
was
salt on
Jordan
the
was
boy.
a
The only thing I got.
visionary like LeBron, he is. I think I
But
see
it's
what you're
awesome.
saying.
I don't.
LeBron
Jordan,
did
both
it
of them
better,
are great businessmen. It's just LeBron is attacking more
Anything,
areas.
every aspect
Like his
outside.
portfolio is expanded
Is-
beyond just shoe sales,
Right.
and basketball and contracts. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So,
and I would like to say, like, you know, one of the dopest things I think about when I think about LeBron James, besides, you know, his basketball acumen, the fact that he's like a savant on the basketball court. He can remember like every minute of every quarter and recall it, you know, play by play. You know, one of the dopest things is like for real, when he came up, like he brought his, like, you know how some people say they bring their whole team with him, like he literally brought his whole team with him. You know what I'm saying? Maverick Carter, everybody knows who that is. You know what I'm saying? One of the best agents in the game. You know what I'm saying? He got his
Rich
home.
Paul.
He got Rich Paul. You know what I'm saying? One of the best agents. Well, excuse me, I'm sorry, I said it backwards. Maverick Carter being his best friend. He helped Maverick Carter go to school. Rich Paul being his agent. He let him build a conglomerate, you know, of players, which include players like Joel Embiid, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. You know, his other partner, he sent to school to become to help run his media company, like, and then like, you know, do things like the I Promise School, you know what I'm saying, in his home area. Like these things are huge because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people with this type of money don't reach back to help the community. So, you know,
Just shout out to LeBron,
yeah,
man.
shout out
He made it to a
LeBron,
bill,
like
baby.
he made it to $1 billion, bro.
What else we got?
inspirational,
Definitely.
man.
Oh yeah, go
He
ahead.
just great investments, man. I was looking at his portfolio, looking at what he invested in. So he declined a $15 million endorsement deal with McDonald's and instead decided to invest in Blaze Pizza.
The pizza chain,
Uh,
yeah.
and that's definitely
it's
superseded
blazing.
that $15 million that he could have
that
got with
ownership,
McDonald's.
baby, ownership.
He
And healthier.
He has equity in brands like the gym maker Tonal, and also in the ride share company Lyft.
Mm-hmm.
Then also what really did it is Spring Hill company, his TV
His
and
media
production company. You know what I'm saying? That really put it over the top with Maverick Carter.
Shout out to the shop, man,
So,
because
like-
the shop is really good.
Oh,
Y'all
oh,
y'all
they
have to
also-
check it out.
The movie Space Jam 2, it went through
It went big.
it went through Spring Hill. You know what I'm saying? So it went through his production company. So
And I don't care what
he
nobody
made a
say
lot of
about
moves.
Space Jam 2. The kids like Space Jam too.
Sure, I didn't like it. It
wasn't better
it's
than
hard
the
to do a
original.
second.
Of course, it's hard to
It's
hard to
nothing better than the
duplicate.
original, but it wasn't.
hard.
Like,
It
was
it
alright.
wasn't too trash. Like,
wasn't,
it
wasn't,
brought you back a little bit. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Some of
and
it
they included some
was
really
good.
good players too. Some really good players from
And they
our
had some
era.
spins that we didn't know was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, play like your boy Dame Lillard.
Yeah, I did not know. I honestly I was really trying to figure out what players was in it, but I didn't know it was like Klay Thompson. And this is Klay Thompson while he was hurt too. Mm-hmm. So it was Klay Thompson and Dame Lillard and
AD.
AD. You know, we knew that was AD with the eyebrow.
Yeah.
We knew that was AD.
Was it
And
Maya Moore?
not Maya Moore. Candace Parker.
I think
Candace
Maya
Parker
Moore
wasn't in
was
it.
I can't remember. I think Maya Moore was.
We
in it.
gonna
It
come
was
back
it
to
was
that.
an NBA. No. It
A
was
WNBA player.
It was the power forward chick.
Candace Parker, right?
That be on ESPN.
Candace Parker.
No, it wasn't. It was
Nneka Ogwumike?
no. Dang,
She's
I think it
bad,
was.
Nigga,
I think it
okay.
was.
I
wanna
can't
say-
remember. I
from
can't
the
remember.
Sparks?
Man. I just
Matter of
remember
fact,
Dame,
The girl,
Clay, AD.
one of the best ever.
I'm about to make sure. Hold on.
What's the one of the best NBA WNBA?
Lisa Leslie.
It wasn't Lisa Leslie.
She
Shout out to Lisa Leslie, though.
UConn.
Not Candace Parker. We about to
To Diana.
Diana
Taurasi?
Taurasi?
I think she was in
I
it.
think that was her.
I think she-
Yeah.
that's
Okay,
what-
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah.
What else we
honestly,
got?
I haven't seen Space Jam 2.
Wow.
It's all good, Jordan
So,
Fang. What's
yeah,
the next headline?
Bet.
We were correct. We were correct. It was Diana Taurasi.
Right.
It was Diana Taurasi. She and also Nneka Ogwumike was also. I told you it was
yeah,
Nneka Ogwumike.
okay.
Yeah. Shout out to the Ogwumike sisters. I love both of them. Very smart. Very
Dope.
smart female basketball players. Okay, go ahead. Continue, Jay.
All right. So in NHL action,
Hey.
we had the Rangers, and basically they handed the Tampa Bay Lightning earlier this week. They handed up their first consecutive losses in the playoffs since like 2019.
Wow. And the
That's crazy.
Lightning have won the.
They came back and won one last night,
Right.
3-2. Was it? Yeah, 3-2.
3-2.
I believe. You don't even sit here and I can go into NHL,
Right.
but don't get me trying to pronounce these names.
Right.
So it was 3-2.
3-2.
NHL action. Basically the Lightning they look kind of dull until last night. Man, they didn't really have any fight in them. In the first two games, basically in the first quarter, and it wasn't until after like the intermission they showed a little bit of fight.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a good. You know, we all have to challenge each other to go ahead and watch some NHL action.
You know what I'm gonna do? And you know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna challenge myself to download the NHL 22 on my Xbox.
Nah, that'd be fun to play. Not a game.
Yeah,
I love to fight on there.
That's gonna enlighten me more on the
game is-
players.
I always download the demo.
Right, yeah.
I
Oh,
always
for real? That's
download the
dope.
demo and play.
If you got Xbox
It'd be-
Live, they
it'd be
got
lit.
it on there because it's an EA game and you got access to it. So I think I'm gonna enlighten myself by
Yeah,
playing the
we'll
game.
start
a
with
little
that. We'll start with
I
that.
think so.
All right. So the other series, which is the jury is still out. We got the Colorado Avalanche. They're one game away from the Stanley Cup Finals.
Let's go.
Again,
Stanley's Cup.
Again, this jury's still out on that one.
Mm-hmm.
So you know we'll see what's going on. For me, you know, as far as the NHL goes, I'm gonna go with the Rangers no matter what.
Hey,
I'm going with the Rangers. Hopefully the
New
Rangers
York,
will
New
go ahead
York.
and-
if you play
and
at
handle
Madison
the
Square
business.
Garden, you got to be worth something,
In
right?
New York.
Yeah, but as far as the Colorado and Edmonton matchup, I thought I was going to get a little bit more from Edmonton.
They got the number one goal scorer in the league,
Exactly.
and he's been doing some top shelf. I've seen those highlights
until this series.
until now.
Right. So moving on, we got something that's kind of personal to me.
Oh, man, talk about
got
it,
the
Jay.
Nike founder Phil Knight and LA Dodgers
Big
co-owner
Phil.
Alan
big
Smolensky.
Mm-hmm.
They made a $2 billion
Billion?
offer to purchase the greatest NBA team out there.
Whoa.
Portland Trailblazers.
Jury's out on that one, but we
With the
roll with
greatest fans.
You must have was at a Blazer coat. And this
Yeah, all right,
past,
bet. All right, yeah. Uh-huh.
Mr. Jordan that
Yeah,
juice.
yeah, I drank some juice. All right. Yeah. So in the statement, also the Blazers basically confirmed that the team is not for sale.
Wow.
And you know,
I would have loved to see that though.
Yeah.
we all know it. Well, Paul Allen used to be the late Paul Allen used to be the owner also of the
R.I.P.
Seahawks.
Right.
Basically, his sister took over everything.
Right.
Both teams.
They are
So
majority
the
stakeholders
state-
in the Portland
Nah,
Trailblazers.
bro.
They
Talking
own
about
it?
Paul Allen here.
Wow.
Do you know who Paul Allen? Don't
That's what I
get
was
on
asking.
my owner, bro.
That's why I was asking. They own the
Rest in
whole
peace,
thing.
Paul Allen, bro.
There's
What-
no
what is the
majority.
franchise?
This is the
worth?
dude that walked out of Microsoft, bro. Walked out, was like, yo, y'all can have that. I'm out.
You know what?
Oh, that's crazy.
What are the
Right.
Trailblazers worth?
Yeah, the Trailblazers have a what is the Trailblazers?
Anybody know? Like,
Let's do that.
Are they
Let's do
worth
that.
$2 billion? Because I'm pretty sure he
Billion?
offered more than what they worth. So the fact that they turned it down was like, look, we not interested in the money. We interested in just running this franchise.
Exactly.
Shoot, but Paul,
'Cause I don't even think they worth a billy.
Phil Knight's worth
To be
like
honest.
43.7. Phil Knight,
Billy?
yeah, he's worth 43. So he
Billion?
just really 43 billion, 43.7 billion.
But that ain't surprising. Nike. Is
Okay.
crazy.
So all right, the Portland Trailblazers on Forbes right NBA team valuations list number 13 in 2022. The Portland Trailblazers are more so worth $201 million. 2022 it was 240. It's pretty.
He
much,
offered them $2 billion.
Hey,
Yeah,
They
it's
worth
pretty much-
200. How many?
It's 201 million. 200 and 2000.
So basically, this man just offered you
like
10 times what your franchise is worth.
Some people don't want to let it go.
You can't look too deep into that because when
This is
when
a
you
can.
have an owner that owns two franchises, also in two different states, you can't just say, "Hey, yeah, all right, deal," because something could kick back.
I mean, when you got that money, that offer ain't really,
that
he
offer
ain't
still
phasing it.
stands.
I mean,
I'm
But this is
sure
what
it
I
still
will say: the
stands.
NBA looking to expand sooner or later. Go ahead and let Phil Knight be the owner of whatever new team. You know, y'all talking about
Well,
bringing the
that's
Seattle Supersonics
right?
back.
Yeah.
Let him be the one who own and operator. You
Now-
know?
now
But I
I'ma
know
say
he
this.
want his home state. I know he want the
His
team in
own-
Oregon.
right? And I'm gonna say this, and this is from me watching several sports reporters on several different networks and looking at a couple blogs. The idea is a lot of people in the higher, and I don't know this. I'm not there yet. I want to be one day, but a lot of people in those circles, they don't like Phil Knight.
That's
Like
what
they don't like Phil Knight as a person, and they
Why
say,
not?
and I've seen that for several reasons. Because when the Nike upstart was happening, he wasn't swindling people, but he was being a muck salesman. I can't say the word, but he was telling them it was going to be something, and everybody was going, "No, it ain't. It's a running shoe."
Oh.
But because at the time the larger companies, being Converse and Adidas,
Yeah.
they really had at the time what was revolutionary shoe design. Phil Knight was going like, if you can run in this shoe, you can play basketball in this shoe. And like, why don't y'all see it? And then slowly but surely, of course, like we all know, Jordan came and changed the marketing scheme and the whole thing for Nike.
Right.
But when it was originally, Phil Knight was the cat going to everybody trying to undercut your player from getting a Converse shoe.
Hey,
and,
I mean,
and
that's
he
business,
tried to do it.
baby.
He tried to do it to Magic.
That's
He
business.
tried to offer Magic a stake in Nike to have the first shoe that ended up being the Converse. What is it? Attack with like everybody, him and Larry Bird and all them. But he turned it down. It would have been at this point worth like $23 billion.
Magic said he regret turning it down.
Yeah, at this point it would have been
You know
worth
what I'm
like
saying? He said he
$23 billion
regret turning it down.
if he would have did it, Magic Johnson.
Because they
But he
definitely
didn't.
over top Converse.
Right,
for
yeah, they
sure.
took over Converse for real. But at that time,
But it's
he
hard to
was-
see the future though. You gotta
Hey, shout out to
trust your
Tinker
mind.
Hatfield
Right.
too. Tinker
Yeah,
Hatfield,
this-
the designer behind those classic Jordans, those retros. Your favorite retro, Tinker Hatfield designed them. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So
yeah.
we giving Nike all this credit. Really, man, Tinker really came through, built them silhouettes that got the world still rocking them. Man.
Still.
Crazy.
Yes, that's
this
the
day.
whole thing. I think that's bad for basketball because he has so many ties to so many players, and he could just basically just play the puppet master.
I think it's good. I think it's good.
Yeah,
I think it's good across the board just because
he'll be bigger
he's
than the
owner.
league.
I don't think he's gonna be bigger than the league. I don't
How?
even think he's gonna get that many
You
players
got
gonna
over
sign to
50
Nike.
players that got contracts with you.
But it's
You could take
he don't got all the
anybody you
best
want.
players. He got some of the best players. He don't got all the best players. Though.
Shoot.
Some guys still signing to Jordan. If some guys still go to Adidas way, Puma been pulling some guys left and right.
Pumas have been
Some
pulling.
guys going
Puma
there-
has been pulling a lot of young talent.
We,
A lot
we
of
talking about
D Wade went and got his own shoe through China. You know what I'm
Klay
saying? So
Thompson.
Players are doing. Kobe, God bless the dead.
We talking
my favorite
60
player.
players.
Kobe was getting ready to leave Nike and start his own shoe. You know what I'm saying? So players is thinking the long game. Players is thinking the bigger picture, and the younger players might be signing these deals, but some players are thinking I'll build my own brand.
But I just want to say,
I make all the money
as a
I
young
control
man.
everything.
As a young man, I can't imagine like having Nike. And Joe, you're right. Long game is what goes on. I think, but as a young man, you probably get like enamored when they take you to like the Nike studio and they do that thing where they put that video that your mama see on there, and they show you at like a basketball camp in AAU, then they show you in college and they show you dunking on, be like, yeah, now this is your shoe, and then they bring out some ugly shoe, some crazy color, you be like, oh yeah, mama, look at that, this is my shoe. You know what I'm saying? But what it makes me think of is Phil Knight, of course, designs all of Oregon's jerseys, and they got a different jersey every week. Just imagine if Phil Knight did Portland's jerseys like once a month for a home game, like Noche Latino. They got that Noche Latina night in the NBA. Just imagine the Hispanic Portland jersey.
Yeah, he'll bring a player. He'll definitely bring a player to the NBA.
Just imagine the Black History Month.
But
Portland jersey.
Nike got the jersey deals for all teams in the league right now.
I mean, but it would probably be really special.
He gonna have like 4-5 different color jerseys for his team. Probably every game.
Just imagine.
Just imagine the shoes though. You know what I'm saying? The best perk about being a Nike athlete, you really just get to reach back and get every Nike you ever wanted. I'm getting that's
all
the number one
shoes.
perk in my opinion.
You want your shoe deal? Lose this game.
Hey, the next one up.
Y'all gotta look at it the other way, man.
I don't think it's gonna get like. I just think he wanted ownership
When you
in
got
the league
60
for
plus
state.
players on your payroll, man. You can't just let somebody get in the league like that. I'm sorry.
At the end of the game,
At the end of the day, it's just that's just their company they endorse with shoe wise. So I don't think it's gonna get to the point where they're gonna be throwing games because I got a shoe deal with this guy.
I can't imagine.
Definitely not. But that's a lot of influence. Like I said, over 60. You had what Rich Paul gets so much criticism over 1 and 2 players.
And shout out to Chris.
You're
Rich
talking
Paul
about
too.
somebody who has, like I said, deals with over probably 60 players plus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But what y'all think about AD, Aaron Donald, man?
Shout out to AD.
We back the Brinks truck on my boy. We back the Brinks truck up.
Hey, Joe.
Get the money machines ready.
I was about to say, Joe, we got to go to you for special coverage, right?
For this one right here, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Ram specialist.
The insider.
Right, yeah.
Man.
Joe was on his phone when he was in here. Yo, AD just text me. Let me know the logistics. You know
My
what I'm saying?
sources. Hey, but check it out, man. Aaron Donald is now the highest non-paid quarterback in NFL history.
Ooh.
He is getting over $30 million per season. Okay,
Ooh.
That's quarterback money. It's a lot of quarterbacks not even making that money. It's a lot of quarterbacks ready to hold out
The
to
bag.
get to that level of money. You know what I'm saying? This guy's making $30 million per season. We reworked this deal. So basically, after the reworked deal, it brings the total value of his deal to $95 million over 3 years.
Wow.
We have honestly, it's nothing that this man has to prove. Only thing left on this man's resume to get is the NFL MVP. That's the only award he has not won, and he very well has a good chance to win. The MVP be like the first. Lawrence Taylor did it first. He'd be the second player to win NFL defensive MVP if he can get that going. That's the only thing he got left. He really ain't got a lot of football in him, left in him. I don't think he still loves the game, but I think he's content, like he's been saying, content with retiring. So we got a clause in his 3rd year. All of his money is guaranteed. All $95 million is guaranteed, but he can opt out and retire
And just go home.
after his 3rd year, or he can opt in. So I think he's basically the first player with the opt-in feature in his contract in NFL history.
And you know what? We know what we want to do. We want to give a big shout out to Donda Sports because AD did sign with Kanye West. Yes. So I can't imagine. I don't think it would be Kanye, but I can't imagine Kanye in all black and them ugly behind boots coming into our office going, "Yo, we gonna pay AD or what?" And then and that's it. Like, and you kind of got to go with it. Also, Donda Sports has signed Jaylen Brown from the Boston Celtics.
There's gonna be a lot more signings too after this AD deal.
Right.
Okay, Donda Sports getting
we
these
getting
guys
paid
back.
around
here.
Listen, he about to take a lot of players about to be firing their agencies and their agents and getting with Donda Sports.
If you ain't with Rich Paul or if you ain't with Donda, I don't know where you at. That's what they're gonna do.
I guarantee you, Lamar, Kyler, some of these quarterbacks coming up on big deals, trying to work them out.
What about Deshaun?
They'll be going over there to Donda, man.
Deshaun Watson got a big deal, but we're gonna get into that later. I think it's pretty cool though. Just like you say, Joe, AD is one of the most accomplished defensive players ever to touch the field.
Yes, sir.
The thing is, like when you look at like defensive win shares. Y'all know what that is? Like how many times they snap the ball and the percentage in which he beats his opponent. His is like 30%. So every 2 times you snap the ball, AD is close to your quarterback. That's ridiculous,
crazy.
Bro.
On double and triple
On double
teams,
and
you know what
triple
I'm saying?
teams.
Like, this man really don't never really get too much 1-on-1. Like
No,
the rotating offensive lineman goes to help.
And then technically, in terms of how
Against
football
him.
is played, and we can go to T Sweat for more on that. Like since they are watching him so much more, there's another player or maybe on the opposite end of the defensive line or possibly a defensive back who they're not paying attention to, who gets to sneak in, get a sack, get a tackle on the play.
Last year was Von Miller. To be honest with you, man, Aaron Donald makes so many players around him better. And to be honest, man, them guys need to give him like 1% of their checks because he done got a lot of players paid. Leonard Floyd got paid. He went and got drafted by the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think he had like 8 or 9 sacks his whole career with Jacksonville. He came in
and turned to
first
a beast.
season. 9 sacks last season, like 11 sacks. You know what I'm saying? So Von Miller, kind of injury prone in Denver towards the last couple of years, came to us and really was a centerpiece of that defense. You know what I'm saying? It had like 8, 9 sacks down the stretch.
Right.
So man, Aaron Donald just make guys way better.
And I think what's my man name from Seattle? Y'all got
Wagner.
I think DeJuan Wagner's going to be like not of course now AD like the focal point, like you know what I'm saying. DeJuan Wagner going to like have maybe like a rebirth season because of how he's been like a ball hawking defense.
Yeah. He never really fell off though. Like Seattle just cut him because they didn't want they wanted to rebuild, like officially rebuild, so they just got rid of all their big contracts. But I think he had the most tackles in his career last season.
No more Legion of Boom. They don't want the Legion of Boom around anymore. That's pretty much what's going on. And shout out to Coach Saxon from South Carolina State because he is up there in their coaching program. I did see that. That was pretty dope. Yeah. So going forward, like we got more sports headlines.
We got any more?
We're gonna kick it back to Jay Sheen.
Just over the past few days, we had Rafael Nadal getting his 14th French Open.
14th.
So I used to be the best tennis player back in my day, man.
Wow.
I used to skid over there across the clay.
Oh, you played? That's a sport that would
That's
surprise you when you
shout
try to
out
start
free
playing
pour,
it. It looks so easy, but it's hard.
Y'all got one coming for y'all. Anyway,
So that's an individual sport that's really demanding.
I'm pretty swift, man.
Okay,
pretty swift.
You can cover that area quickly.
Yeah, my backhand is awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jay.
Yeah. So also anything else anybody could think of right now? We got going on.
Sport concerns.
Just patiently waiting on game 3.
Yeah, the game right now.
Finals,
Game, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna throw this out there because, of course, sports and sometimes video games collide. Let's say. So we're waiting on that new Madden to drop.
It come out on my birthday too, August 19th.
Yeah, that
is go.
So I mean, we
put my boy John back on the cover.
Yeah, they put
R.I.P. John Madden.
The new Madden, the new Madden cover. They're gonna have several. John Madden, the original John Madden cover
Next
from the
up,
Sega,
NBA
from the
Dynasty
Sega,
Talk Part 2.
from the Sega cover is going to be on the new one, and they digitally enhanced it. So John Madden died like 6 months ago, I believe. So R.I.P. to the originator John
I hope
Madden.
they have him calling the game. I hope they have remember
They probably got like a
game?
special
Yeah, I hope they got,
setting where John Madden do like a play by
He
play
do
or
the
something.
commentary.
I hope
Boom!
that'd
You
be
know,
dope.
you got to
Even
have
if they got to
something.
regurgitate the old joints they had back in other games.
Or at least have like the old mod on there.
They
or
got
something
enough
like that.
technology to do it, probably.
Yeah, you get to play like the old Madden, like from Sega. on
Any
your
players
Xbox.
gonna be on it? It's just John gonna be on the cover.
No, they got
Ultimates.
like five covers.
It better be Cooper Kupp. Better be one of them.
One of them, I know for sure. One of them is Jamar Chase. I saw.
Okay.
The other one, of course, is John Madden. They they were saying, how they do like the voting.
Yeah.
I think they just gonna let them all go. So it's gonna be supposed to be Jamar Chase, AD, and a Cooper Kupp one. But then, of course, the one that everybody probably gonna get with the extra points and stuff is gonna be the one.
Shout out to the Rams, man. Y'all winning right now.
Yeah, man.
Sir.
So yeah, as far as headlines go, man, that's
man.
a big deal. Shout out to Ciabatta Mitch, man. Okay, Madden God, man. Okay, we know about that right there.
Let's get to the Dynasty.
We
Hand
Marine.
you an L when I play you.
Oh
I
man,
feel like talking about some Dynasty talk again, man.
Wow.
Last week we talked about the dynasties.
NBA Dynasty Talk Part 2.
Pretty much stuck out to us the
I love our
most.
new producer.
Yeah, this
I got a question.
What's
I got
that?
a question for the fellas, man.
all right.
All right. So if the Warriors let's say the Warriors win this year, this will be what This will be ring number 4.
This is 4. This is 4 in 6 years.
So 4 in the last 6 years. Are they a dynasty?
Answers yes.
Absolutely.
Answers yes.
The answer is yes, because I mean, wouldn't it? What it kind of means like they started before now, so they did have Wilt Chamberlain way back when it was San Francisco.
They had a couple NBA championships before. These Warriors started winning.
Yeah.
They do got 2 in their books before that.
We missed. I mean, we were young, but we missed the run TMC days with.
That was a fun, decent team.
Yeah,
Exciting.
Tim Hardaway.
I didn't miss that, but
I saw that too. I was young, but
you know what I'm saying. Of course, my man, Chris Mullin, the whitest black man ever. Like he just dope. He's just St. John's.
Michael Rappaport's cousin.
But
the dopest guy ever. Like from St. John's.
I say that to say this though, man. That this Warriors team, if they win this year, will be a dynasty in my opinion. Will be considered a dynasty. The only thing that really kind of stopped their run was the injuries, unfortunately, to Clay. With that being said, I really don't think this will be the last NBA dynasty we see for a while, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I think the parity of the NBA is catching up.
That's a good word. That's a good word.
So much competition, so many great players scattered across the league that I don't think a team will get built like this and stay together as long and be as consistent, cohesive, and unselfish. You know what I'm saying? They play this type of basketball together.
So unselfish
to win
championship
after championship after championship and be in NBA finals.
Now since we're talking about dynasties, right? Okay, I saw it in the group chat, and I was thinking in my mind I was gonna bring this up, but I think it's a good idea. So you know how you mentioned that the Warriors are kind of like they kind of built it from the ground up. You know, they drafted Klay Thompson and Stephen Curry and Draymond Green. You know what I'm saying? So like, okay, a good and a bad, right? So a bad, for example, would be possibly like how the process went. Remember, everybody remember the process. We got Nerlens Noel. Then they got, I think, we got Joel Embiid, but he sat down. Then what's my man from Duke? I can't remember his name right now. It's
a Duke player.
I didn't mean to start that conversation between y'all two.
A Duke player. You talking about JJ Redick?
No, Orlando. JJ went to Orlando first. It's the power forward.
You talking about Jabari? Not
Jabari Parker.
No. Light skin.
Light skin.
I can't remember.
He
out the league right now too.
Yeah, he's out the league. Anyway, but the point is,
he was a problem at Duke for a little second.
But he was
a throwback. He was a throwback player when he got to the league.
But they literally drafted like several players in the same position, and I don't think they believed in Joel Embiid until he came out of that. Wow. But like I say that to say like if that's the bad, then let's check out like how the Oklahoma City Thunder is doing it right now. And they have like a massive haul of first round picks. You know what I'm saying? Like I think they got like 12 in the next 5 years, first round, all of them top 10 picks. Something ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you see like that type of aspect of being a GM playing out to be like, maybe 4 or 5 years down the line, we going, man, that Oklahoma City Thunder team, boy, them boys is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think that'll work? I mean, of course, the Philly's still Philly, but they didn't really draft the same way. But think about how Oklahoma City Thunder did. Can we consider
with the plethora of picks they got a chance to do it. They got to hit on these picks though, and they got to have the right coach.
They hitting right now though.
They doing a couple of good things. I would say my team that I would think that has the possibility of becoming the next dynasty, that has a bunch of good players in play right now that they drafted them. They got their own style of basketball. They got their own culture. It's the Memphis Grizzlies. So I think that's the one. That's the one team I feel like that got players right now. That's really just missing one more player, honestly, to push them over the top to be a championship contender year after year after year.
Where they start player from?
Ja Morant, he from South Carolina, baby.
What? Dang, I forgot. Anyway, Ja, big shout out to Ja. Big shout out to Ja Morant. I can agree with you on that, Joe, because we slowly seeing them kind of gain their own identity on the basketball court.
They grind it out, man.
The Memphis Grizzlies have been known for a defensive grinding type of basketball, and when you stick somebody like Ja Morant out there on the court, who is like a one-man fast break, but he's also looking to make the next player great too. You know what I'm saying? And we saw that in many different ways, in many different instances throughout the season. And I really can agree with you on that one.
Yes, sir. Hey, another other talk real quick. Donovan Mitchell in these headlines, man.
Continuously.
The Utah Jazz coach stepped down.
Right.
After 8 years. Really, winning seasons.
8
for the
winning
most,
seasons.
You know what I'm saying? For the most
Right.
part,
Just
getting
can't
to the
get over the
playoff year
hump,
after year,
man.
can't get over the hump. But
I
Quinn
feel
Snyder
sorry
was a good
for him.
coach.
I like Snyder. Wasn't it Snyder?
Yeah,
Snyder,
Quinn
yeah,
Snyder. I think
Quinn
he stepped
Snyder.
down because
I wanted. I
maybe the
almost
players
wanted him.
don't like him. You know what I'm saying? That would might have
Little,
been a
I thought it
good
was
pick.
gonna
little
get
known fact: Quinn Snyder is actually a lawyer. He's got a law degree, but
Bro.
like he's really
Smart.
smart in the
Word,
basketball.
word. So I wonder who they gonna get at the head coach. Maybe they gonna get a coach Donovan Mitchell kind of maybe hand picks.
Right.
They want to keep him, but I think he kind of gonna force his way out of there.
I think he gonna join. He gonna sign with Donda, and he gonna get out. He gonna get out of
Yeah,
Utah.
he would be perfect for Don.
Hey,
Now,
he might.
Jay, as our resident Portland fan, you know what I'm saying, those iconic battles between Portland and Utah was like an everyday thing back in the day.
Yeah.
Do you see that maybe reoccurring anytime soon? Because you know, of course, Portland is still putting pieces together. Portland's another one, dynasty wise, was in a sense was only missing like one thing. You know, literally one, and they kind of got rid of my man C.J. McCollum, but they gonna get that back in picks and stuff. But like, you know,
man,
do you see that happening?
Hey, first of all, man, you need to stop bringing up CJ name because number one, the CJ thing is the fact has a lot to do with, man. He goes on a milk carton during the playoffs.
Where
Every year
He was hurt, right?
Hey, this year with New Orleans, he
hurt.
wasn't on no milk.
Yeah.
That's why he
They
needed
gave
to
him
go.
the keys.
That's why he needed to go. He wasn't doing it in Portland.
In New Orleans,
I'm
they
sorry,
gave him the
like,
keys, man. They was like,
yeah.
look, man, he ain't here, Zion ain't here,
Yeah,
nobody here.
it's different. It's different when it's on you. A lot of people produce better, you know,
Right.
when they have to, I guess, kind of walk on eggshells, so to say, about how they were going to distribute the ball or when to shoot or however it goes.
Mm-hmm.
But well, first of all, we got to deal with Denver first. The Utah is secondary. Whatever they're doing is going to be secondary because Gobert, regardless of what goes down, Gobert and Mitchell don't want to be there together, and as long as they're not together, Gobert is not there. We have less to worry about. So
I'm seeing reports like Joe says that he wants to be signed to East Coast teams like Miami. I saw
I've seen Portland too. Portland might make a play for him.
I seen Indiana.
Miami would be the best fit for
Miami. I think
I don't want another small guard.
I think the idea would be I think if he's picked,
he'll
put
upgrade
around,
to CJ though.
him and Dame,
Him and Dame together, that's a top 3 backcourt right there.
He
Instantly.
dominates the ball
Instantly.
too much though.
Who?
they play the same.
Talking about Donovan?
Mitchell,
the two of them, they can't split that.
Yes,
they
you
both
can.
need the
I
ball.
mean, it's getting done across the league.
I see what's happening now is
If it's 2 players to handle the ball, I think it's enough.
he got to go somewhere where there ain't nobody, like Orlando, in my opinion.
But he want to win because I mean,
Yeah, he
he's
definitely
somewhere
does.
where ain't
Orlando
nobody.
win. Orlando
Orlando
really
not
is
gonna
like
win,
one
bro.
piece away.
He not going
One piece
from,
away for what? Number 1
top
getting
five.
Orlando the worst team in the league.
He not going no less than top 5
Top
team.
5.
Bro.
Yeah, he going to a contender. I'm telling you right now. It'll be Miami.
Right.
Only team he might go to that ain't got too much is New York. Just because
Shoot.
he'll go back home. I think
Yeah.
he's from there.
I saw this on the
That
joint.
makes sense.
San Antonio on the low key.
I think New York is the only team.
That'd
that
be
makes
dope
sense
for
right
him.
now.
I think he played in Utah for so long. He
They
want to
gonna
go to a
have pop
franchise.
Yeah, he wanna
that's
go with
popping a
something
little
popular,
bit.
yeah.
I don't want to be in boring Utah and go to boring San Antonio.
Only person that had like
Miami.
and I'm not hating. I'm not hating on it. I'm not, once again, because we want everybody to listen to our podcast. I'm not hating on Utah. The only person I know was in Utah and thrived and is still there to this day is Karl Malone. Karl Malone had loved that. Karl Malone drive a truck around Utah right now.
And John.
And John, but
Yeah.
you know, John Stockton looked like he fit into Utah, technically.
I still feel sorry
Darren
for
Williams
him.
was the man for about 5-6
Oh,
years.
yeah.
Darren Williams had to go to Brooklyn. Though.
Jazz was dope. Jazz was dope.
Yeah.
With him and Boozer.
Yeah, Booze.
They had the fresh line.
Right, yo, Darren Williams headline was fresh like every game.
Check it out though. I think the Miami Heat got the best trade compensation for Donovan Mitchell.
All right, Joe. Play Joe and Jay Sheen. Let's go. Play GM. Who you gonna give up for Donovan Mitchell?
If I'm Miami, I'm
Miami.
banging Utah line. Like, listen, y'all Utah.
Right.
I'm gonna try to finesse them because if I'm picking for Miami, I'll give him Tyler Hero. Everybody want to act like Tyler Hero like that. Look, Tyler Hero, go be the hero in Utah. You can be the star
That's
there.
a good one.
Tyler Hero,
Right.
Duncan Robinson.
Wow.
And throw him another player.
Like what's my man name? The white guy that was balling. He stepped out of bounds. Struce.
Give him all 3 and give me Donovan Mitchell.
And you got to give him first. You got to put a pick in there.
They can get a pick.
If
Give
the
me
money
Donovan
right,
Mitchell and give me one more player
if the
from you.
money
Give me
right, that make a
Bogdanovich
whole
or
lot
somebody.
of sense.
But Utah,
With the money
that
right.
Utah basketball, they
Because
love
look,
Utah
Jimmy getting a little bit
basketball.
older, but Jimmy's
Just
still that
imagine.
guy. You put Mitchell there with him. Mitchell a combo guard. He plays shooting guard, but he can handle that
Or
rock
you
too.
can give him
All right.
Oladipo too.
I was just about to say the Oladipo.
I ain't
for
want to give
Mitchell,
him all that.
The Oladipo for Mitchell trade. The prime Oladipo reminds me a lot of Donovan Mitchell.
Now, if you throw Oladipo in there, I want to keep Struth. But you can't.
Yeah,
you
you can't give it up. You
Struth.
can't give it up.
Keep
Hero
Struth.
is the big piece in this.
Because
Throw a couple
Oladipo,
guys around him.
he want to be a star player.
He was.
So
He was.
wanna
trying
do
to
that.
prove he's
He
trying to bounce back
was
from injury.
when Paul George left Indiana, dog.
He stepped
Oladipo was going ham, but unfortunately injuries took place. You know what I'm saying? Now,
That'd be a
Jay,
dope lineup,
Jay,
though,
as our
if
resident,
Hero played the
as our resident
Yeah.
person that gets everybody's mind right.
Mitchell.
How you feel about this trade? We talking now. We talking
I'm the
a
GM
pick.
of Utah.
Yeah, you the GM of Utah. I'm calling
I'm
you.
only calling.
I'm calling you, and I'm going, yo, I got you right here. Just imagine Tyler Hero jerseys in Utah. Ooh,
First of all, you
just
the
imagine.
Knicks? Are you the Knicks?
Then you ain't with it if I'm not the Knicks.
If you're not the Knicks,
Who you want though from the Knicks? Think about it. Who you
the
want though?
Sixers, and possibly
Oklahoma City. I don't care. I want
maybe-
like several first round
maybe
draft picks.
Oklahoma City. That's the only teams I'm really willing to talk to right now. Honestly,
You throw me 3 first round draft picks,
That's
and
trash.
not even in consecutive years. I'll take
They not getting.
I'm
You gonna have to
Utah,
give
baby.
him a star or something. You gonna have to give him a potential star
and a pick. Probably.
and some picks are a lot of players. They're not just gonna get rid of Donovan Mitchell.
who wants to go to Utah?
Nobody, but
It don't matter,
Tyler
bro.
Hero would be perfect for it because it's like, look,
that'll make him want to go.
because it's like, look,
That'll
he
make
fits
him wanna
the
go.
Tyler Hero
demographic.
don't got enough pull to be like, you don't trade me that. Boom, get out of here, Tyler.
Nah, yeah.
You can
6
sell
man of the
Tyler
year.
like, look, you could be the next man. You the 6th man of the year. If you
gonna
get a
be-
team
you
that's
gonna
by
be-
yourself, you get a team and you go to a team, you could be that guy.
We'll be
Your
like, yo,
numbers go up. You know
Tyler
what I'm
Hero.
saying?
You ever heard of Chris Mellon?
It's
You
Utah.
could be Chris Mellon. That's what we gonna tell him.
We'll see.
It'd have to be like a 3-man. I mean,
But
3 team.
it might-
trade.
Donovan
it might-
Mitchell
it might
gonna
be
want to
too.
go to a playoff
contender,
contender, man.
a
Somebody who
contender.
already making noise, who just missing a
You know,
piece like him.
The
But
Clippers.
talking
Clippers?
about Miami, I got
Paul and
I got a
Kawhi,
quick-
who they gonna get rid of?
Yeah, they got to get rid of one of them boys.
a quick little question for you since we talking about Miami.
Right.
Do we consider the 2012 and 13 Miami Heat a dynasty?
And we talking
No.
2012 and 13. The
No.
3 years. The 3 years.
Well,
with-
those are 2
the
years they
3
won
years with the
championships
Heatles.
back to
The
back.
3 years
No,
with the
two
Heatles.
No,
Jay Sheen already says no.
no.
It's a 2
Is okay. Wait. Is the
I feel like,
Miami
ooh,
Heat
I got one.
organization?
I got one for you. I
Nah,
got
man,
one
you
for
can't
you.
buy it.
Wait,
was-
I
Let's
kind
say
of
this.
do, but they are underachieving. They're the dynasty that underachieved the most.
I'm gonna keep it
Okay.
real.
Because they
Well,
came out
the
saying,
doormat.
not 4, not 5, not 6, not
so.
7, but they ended
Right.
up getting 2.
They was 2 and 2.
I'm gonna keep it real. Is the Heat
2 and 2.
organization a dynasty or dynasty worthy? The organization, yes.
No.
The organization itself.
Dynasty.
I don't think
Because
the
organization
how-
is a
how-
dynasty.
let's
Why you don't give
hear
it to
me
the
out.
team?
Hear me out.
That's the
Hear me
team.
out. Hear me out.
Portland is a dynasty.
Go ahead,
Hear me
go
out.
ahead, go
Hear
ahead.
me out. Hear
Me
me
your
out.
spill.
The idea is right.
Portland didn't do it.
If you
Organization.
take a throwback mindset,
That's together.
they got years when they were still somewhere at the top of the East. I'm talking about the Morning Hardaway years. They was at the top of the East.
They ain't win
Then-
nothing.
No, I ain't
win
talking about
nothing.
PJ
I ain't seen a
Brown,
dynasty without a
PJ Brown.
championship, bro.
We talk-
But it took them to
Brown.
get
We talking about
D-Wade. It took them to get
Bruh.
D-Wade.
Yeah, D-Wade
No
and took them to
championship.
trade with Shaq.
Shaq.
But we
Okay.
not talking about like
A
the
dynasty
whole
The
involves
organization.
championships,
the
bro.
whole
We talking
era
about
of their
that.
team. We
But-
talking about that time.
A dynasty involves championships.
Where they went to 4
man.
straight finals?
They got 2 championships.
Where they went to
They
4
got
straight
two
finals?
Not
Yeah.
with the people he talking about.
I'm saying, but it started
Yeah,
somewhere.
look.
It had to start somewhere.
But I'm not talking about that. I'm
That's
talking
like
about
Detroit. And at that time, Detroit they was at the top of the East for 3 years before they really beat not Pat Riley, but Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Before they beat the Celtics.
So the Bulls are still a dynasty.
Of
When?
course.
Yeah, the Bulls is a dynasty.
No,
You
alright,
said the Bills or the Bulls?
The Bulls are still
That's
a
6
dynasty.
rings.
I got a question. y'all.
No.
That's
I
what
got-
he's
Still to this
saying,
day.
basically.
Still to this
Because
day.
of the moves they made back then.
You gotta
they
look
can't
at it
still
like
be a
this.
What's the
dynasty.
definition of what
Come on,
what are
man.
we?
Championships,
What kind of
bro.
definition?
To be honest with
Not
you-
good people.
What kind of definition we giving dynasty though?
To me, a dynasty. To me, you gotta win at least 3 championships in a 5-year window to be considered a dynasty.
Right.
I cut Miami Heat a little slack because they went to 4 straight championships and then they broke up after that. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. It
It
could've
ain't like
been
they
3
stayed
probably.
together and fell off. LeBron left haul ass and went to Cleveland. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Of course, you ain't gonna be no championship contender after
But
LeBron left. They
LeBron-
put the team around him.
Mhm.
But I will cut him a little slack. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on the fence with are they a dynasty? That's a good ass question.
I mean, it's
I say they underachieve. In my
They
opinion, they
underachieving
underachieve. They
Dynasty.
should have lost to Dallas. I respect that loss to San Antonio because, you know what I'm saying, they stole the championship out of San Antonio hands the year before, and San Antonio was pissed off at them and just threw their ass up out of the finals that year. You know what I'm saying? So I respect that loss they got to San Antonio. They shouldn't have lost to Dallas at all.
I really can agree with Joe on this one because they have a championship winning what's the word?
Pedigree?
Yeah, they have a championship winning pedigree, a first class organization, and one of those organizations where you know if you're there, you know you're going to do something. You just got to conform to their style. Everybody knows that about the Miami organization. But did they win?
They won
the
in
last time they won?
2006 though.
But that's what
What happened with that high class organization from 6 to 12?
Shaq left. Shaq got old.
That's what I'm saying. So
Shaq says it out loud. Shaq's bad habits as he aged did not help him because he was used to, at a younger age, coming in and then getting into shape throughout the season. When he was older, he couldn't do that because his body wasn't conforming. So they got what they wanted out of him.
My boy came and Bosh came. The boys straight to the ship.
I mean, that was automatic.
They just felt they dropped the ball.
They copied a form from the Boston Celtics. They copied it.
Can I ask you a question?
The big three.
Who's your team?
LeBron.
The LeBrons.
Oh, okay.
The LeBron Jameses.
I never said. I ain't said nobody.
I mean, has a favorite team. He has a favorite player.
Right. Yeah,
I have a favorite.
The LeBron Jameses.
Right. But I'm saying to go back to the point I'm trying to think about, he said the organization was more important than the team.
I'm saying, in my opinion, one of the largest things that influence having a dynasty is the organization. The Detroit Pistons had a great organization, but the Chicago Bulls, at that time, don't get mad, at that time had a top to bottom organization that was first class, and then they brought in Phil Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like that made it better. Then okay, so with Miami, when you do Miami, right, you got to say prior to Miami, there was prior to Pat Riley, who came from L.A. and New York, getting involved. You know what I'm saying? They underachieved. Yeah, right. So I think somewhere in there it comes to the organization because, you know what I'm saying, I remember, and this is just, I'm gonna get over it real quick. I remember Chris Bosh's Hall of Fame speech. And he was like, you know, Pat Riley hit him with every trick in the book, but then he hit him with he pulled the rings on the table, and then he was like, yeah, here you go. We gonna get one together. He was like, I kept that ring until today because I never knew when I was gonna give it back to him. So there it goes, right there. You know, that like it's the organization top down has to look like something for it to be a dynasty. And right now, the next best thing, especially when you involved prior to now Jerry West with the Golden State Warriors, right?
And Jerry, that dude.
Yeah, Jerry. When you involve Jerry West prior to now, so that it's a huge thing. It's a huge deal to have your front office be involved. Hey man, I got another headline though. Y'all know about that? Since you brought up Sheed, big shouts out to the LA Lakers signing Darvin Ham as their new head coach.
And who else we got?
And they put my man Big Sheed, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Ball Don't Lie, on the coaching staff as well. So like, real quick, like, what are your predictions for, and as we have two Lakers fans, as you are a LeBron fan, and we know Joe's a Lakers fan. What are your like predictions from at least the coaches? You know, once again, the Lakers organization is one of the first tier, top tier organizations in the NBA. Ain't no denying that. If you ain't talking about LA or New York, even though the Knicks aren't winning, you know what I'm saying? What you talking about? You see what I'm saying? So now that they got this new lineup of coaching staff and everybody, I think we've discussed last week, you know, kind of like how their style of coaching. Like, what do y'all kind of see for the future of the Lakers right now? I'm
liking that. I'm liking what we're doing. I'm liking the approach we're having. So when we got with Frank Vogel, we hired Frank Vogel. We kind of basically told him who was going to be on his coaching staff. We made sure Jason Kidd was on there because really we wanted Jason Kidd to be the head coach in a couple of years. So we put Jason Kidd on his staff, put some other players on his staff. They're letting Darvin Ham handpick his staff. Okay, so he went and got Rasheed. Don't be surprised if you see more former players
some
of all-star caliber,
or something like that.
Of all-star caliber,
that's dope.
Maybe, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna come fill this coaching staff out. We're gonna be real physical. She gonna get in there with a no nonsense attitude. It's a guy that as an NBA player, you're gonna respect him because he's done everything that you could have done in the NBA. Made All-Star teams, won championships, been the best player on teams. No nonsense attitude. He crazy. You're not gonna disrespect.
You're not
him.
gonna
You're
disrespect
him as a
Sheed.
man. He's gonna make AD tougher. He's gonna make the whole team tougher. We got Russell Westbrook already got a mentality of he's not backing down from nobody. So we keep him. I'm liking what we're doing. We're gonna be a real physical defensive team next year. And hopefully we can just get that offensive scoring right, you know.
And I feel like we're gonna keep Russell Westbrook. Man.
Now this
It's
is
leaning towards looking like we're gonna keep him.
I always felt like
now this is
said
something.
we?
Uh
My bad. You on the Lakers now?
Oh
I forgot.
man!
Yeah.
See, as I was watching one of the 411
appreciate
networks
it.
today, they had him on. They had Darvin Ham on the show.
Yeah.
And he was like, the host Malika Andrews. Shout out to
so I can't say we.
He said
Malika
LeBron,
Andrews,
man, and his team.
LeBron and his team.
LeBron is on what?
The
A
Lakers
team.
I just
So we. You feel me?
Your boys too.
Okay.
So all right, so they asked. So Malika Andrews asked Darvin Ham, like, okay, so what do you see about what are you going to see or make adjustments when it comes to Russell Westbrook role? And he completely went in like, yo, I just want Russell Westbrook to revert back to being that defensive pit bull that he was prior to when he was in Oklahoma City. I got a guy, 64 feet, which is half of the, the other, like almost pretty much quarter all the way up to the other half. Like they can't get by me, they can't guard me. And then, that he was like the defense that Russell Westbrook will translate into his offensive game. Because if they playing defense, that fast break, you got Russell Westbrook leading out on that break. That's
just
a whole
need
other
better
thing.
coaching, man. I ain't trying to show no disrespect to
Frank Vogel.
But
Frank Vogel a decent coach. It's just that he
ain't
lost
fit
the
that
locker
vibe.
room. You lose the
Yeah.
locker room. You got a team full of nothing but vets. You got to have a certain type of coach, man. You just got to have a certain type of
That's
coach.
all I'm saying.
And to be honest with you, when you got to have a certain type of coach for LeBron to respect you, because in a way, LeBron kind of run the organization wherever he at. Let's just call it what it is. And he's just gonna be
he has a huge stake in it. Everybody knows that. Huge stake.
It's gonna be running you over if you're not a coach of a certain type of caliber, or you don't have a GM of a certain caliber.
And that's
kind of why I feel like he kind of left Miami, because Pat Riley was on that no nonsense. We ain't having all.
Yeah,
that,
you can't do that over here.
Every other place LeBron been, it's like he been running the show, whatever he want. Go.
Pat Riley says, "You know how many rings I got? I got the rings. You just got a couple." Okay. Pat Riley goes ways and wins. Yeah, but I agree with you on this one as well, Joe. I think the idea is, it's not like
sports trivia.
It's not like a baby or something. You know what I'm saying? Anybody got to really put LeBron in his place. But at the same time, you do have to have someone of a certain sports acumen to say, hey, look, it's going like this. Yeah, a certain stature. Like, look, it's going like this. And Darvin Ham, D LeBron up in that Detroit series. And put LeBron in the corner.
I can't even remember Darvin Ham on the team. I can remember on the team. I can't remember in the game.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
I remember.
Let's go to sports trivia, man.
all right. So we're gonna do a little sports trivia.
All right.
Yes. All right. So this is how we're gonna do it, man. We don't have any buzzers or anything like that. So I want everybody to, when you actually have the answer, I'm gonna read the question. When you have the answer, you say your name. You just say your name. That's it.
Say my
Let's go.
own name.
Just say your name.
Let's go.
And then you're gonna give me the answer.
Okay.
If it's the
Are
wrong
these
answer,
ABC
Hey,
questions?
winner
There
got
a prize?
Yeah, I'm about to say winner got to wear the other team. I mean, the winner can pick one of the other ones, and they have to wear your team's hat on the next show.
No, let's just go.
Now let's do that.
We gonna make it better for the next one.
We're gonna think of something. We're gonna think of something.
What's wrong with that?
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
So you got to wear the other team's paraphernalia on the next episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad I'm reading the questions.
Yeah. See, that's not fair because
We'll come up with the.
we got to get Jay involved too now. Come on now.
All right, so y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right. All right, here's my first question here.
Okay. Can we ask you questions about the question?
1967.
Like how you do on a spelling bee? Be like, yeah. Can I get the origin? We can't do that. Go ahead.
Use it in a sentence.
All right, this is a South Carolina question for you. I gave you the answer. Which boxer fought against Muhammad Ali and won?
From South Carolina.
When did you give us that answer? We talked about boxing today. Okay. All right.
Joe Frazier.
Hey, for a second, I'm about to sit there like, is that your answer?
Nah, that's my name and
I
answer.
got you.
Okay. All right. Smoking Joe. Ding ding.
Is that correct?
Smoking Joe.
Yeah, that is correct.
Yes.
That is
right.
correct.
All right.
And here I go. My bad. All right.
Oh, you keeping score too?
Yeah, I'm keeping score.
Oh man.
How many questions you got?
I just got 5.
It's multiple
Let's
questions.
bang them out. Let's bang them out with question number 2.
Multiple questions.
So question number 2.
And please make sure you're participating at home. Like, share, and subscribe to Rec Room
I didn't
Sports.
even know it was
And
gonna
write the
be
answers
short.
down.
I'm trying
If
to
you
go
can get the
5-0.
answer, why you
Put them in the
looking live,
comments. Put them in the
Put in the
comments.
comments.
All right, so
We show some love somehow.
right.
We'll send you a Rec Room. We gonna get you some Rec Room merch.
Okay, let me get the question in. Pay attention. What color are the goalposts in football?
Kiss what?
I gotta be quicker than that.
But was like, all right, you have to be very specific with the color, or does it have to be?
How long he got the answer before somebody else
Wit.
Yellow.
Are they yellow? Yellow for 500.
Let's say yellow though, man. Give it a sweat, man.
Come on, man.
Yellow for 500.
Give it a sweat, man.
Bro,
Is it right or wrong?
You gotta
Right,
do it. You
it's
gotta
right,
answer.
that's right.
We gotta answer in the form of a question. I gotta say, what is yellow?
what is the
This
origin?
ain't Jeopardy.
What is the origin? What is the root word?
Right.
I'm looking at him like, bro.
I'm saying like,
Nah,
I feel like he was
man.
gonna baby.
What color are the
Nah.
I feel like he
pylons?
was gonna say canary or something. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Right.
I feel like he was gonna say
I
canary.
mean, in colleges they white though.
Hey,
They white.
was it
Sometimes
right,
the
though?
goalposts be white.
Was it?
Is yellow?
His answer was right. Yeah.
Yeah. What is yellow for 500?
I said yellow before you.
He said yellow. He did say yellow.
I
He
did.
man, but we can't have that.
We
happen
splitting the point. We
again.
splitting it. We splitting it. One. We all got one.
Nah, y'all got half.
Is that
a point.
fair?
If y'all splitting, y'all
Yeah.
got
Y'all gonna split a
0.5.
point?
I just want to make sure
That's what that 0.5
do
was.
answers have to be exact, or
What's
if it's in
question
the
number
area.
3, Jay?
What other answer is yellow, bro? Other than yellow.
I'm saying you could be you could be a
could be
little slick
white.
over
I
there.
don't know.
We gotta move on.
Canadian
Number three,
football
man. We gotta
goalpost
move
is
on.
white. I don't know.
I thought I was gonna hit canary or
All right, I
something.
think y'all gonna lose because y'all just gotta have a point. All right, so, dang,
My bad. I got one.
Right. Okay.
we ready here?
All right. Yeah.
Okay, how many players are on a baseball team?
Nobody finna get this right. I ain't
I'm
even
gonna
about
do it. I'm gonna help y'all out.
Right. It's
How
What do you
many
mean, from on the
players
roster,
are
period?
on the field at one time?
both teams. One team.
One team.
Ooh, good,
We gonna go.
good counter question.
We gonna go 10. With
8.
10. With 10.
That's his answer.
Wrong.
Joe 8.
Wrong.
Dang.
9.
With 9. With 9. 9. With 9. 9.
got me.
9.
You sucker.
Okay. First base, second base, third base, shortstop.
Pitcher.
Catcher.
I'm
Catcher.
thinking
That's the one.
defense though.
Yeah. Pitcher. Catcher.
Hold on now. So how many players on defense?
I mean, that's the
It's a-
only.
That's
ti-
that
That's what I'm
is
saying.
division.
I was thinking
It's
defense. That's why I
four-
said 8 because
right,
you got
4
first base,
bases.
second base, third base.
It's 9.
It's
It's
the
9.
catcher. The
It's
catcher.
4. It's 4
Don't forget
bases.
the catcher.
You missed
Is
the
at
catcher.
home. The catcher's at home plate.
Okay, got you. Yeah, catcher.
And then you got
Center
the,
field,
you got
left field, right
shortstop,
field.
you got shortstop, center field, left field, right field.
All right, cool.
It's 9. That's why I was like, dang, I wasn't counting.
Hey, you're right, you're right,
I
you're
wasn't
right,
counting
you're
the
right, you're
catcher.
right.
I wasn't counting the catcher.
All right, so all right, so we have I got one more question. Let's see if we're gonna need a tiebreaker here.
All right
Probably
now.
won't.
All right.
All right, so
And make sure you put these answers in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Rec Room. We're gonna send you
Some easy.
We're gonna send you the Rec Room Sporty. We're gonna send you the Rec Room Sporty.
That's how I thought I was gonna hit canary.
all right. Did you say easy? You said there was some easy questions.
Yeah, it really is. I
that was kind of hard. The baseball joint.
Nah,
That was,
I mean,
that was a trick
that's
question.
hard because I ain't
That
a
was a
big
trick
baseball guy, but
That was
that
a
really
trick
wasn't hard for people who really play baseball. They gonna
We'll see in the comments.
We're gonna see in the comments. Yeah.
How old was Tiger Woods when he won the Masters?
Macomilly. Which one? His first one or the last one?
It's these. I wish they would be more. I'm
He was-
actually
he was-
reading it
Go Joe.
word for word. But yeah,
He was
his
18
first.
when he won his first.
Wrong.
With 25.
Wrong.
He was way younger than that.
Dang.
T-Sweat 19.
No.
All of y'all wrong. The answer
We
is
was 21.
21.
Dang. I knew it was 20
I
something.
took a
Okay.
chance, man.
That was a better. I like that question. Okay,
Right.
because that's
Yeah.
This is gonna get
I
a
knew
little
Canary-
tougher
Right.
here.
I knew
All right.
canary wasn't gonna be the answer.
This is canary.
Which winter sport are the terms stale fish and mule kick used?
T-Sweat.
I'm just gonna go ahead and move on to the next question. Go ahead.
You said winter sport?
Yes.
Snowboarding.
Oh my gosh. All right.
You ain't say kickflip or
I was right?
that's 5 questions, ain't it?
All right, so
Let's go.
we got that is 5, and
I'm liking them last two. The
You
last two
got us
questions
there.
really had
You
people-
you
got
gotta
me
have
there.
a tie-breaking question.
You got me there.
So
You got me.
y'all let Trevor get
Between
that
me.
answer.
Who is it?
Y'all, you got me there.
All
It's
right,
crazy.
So-
Who else got 2?
Y'all platinum.
Nobody. You what? I got what?
Yeah, I got 1.5.
right. It's between Whit and Trevor.
Wow.
So, okay.
Okay.
Here, hopefully this is the this is the lightning round.
Okay. It's a Portland question. We're gonna have a really hard Portland
There you
trivia
go.
question.
What is the only team in the NFL to neither host nor play in the Super Bowl?
Wait. Detroit Lions.
He said his name.
Damn it.
I'll go see
Nigga.
Jaguars.
I mean, that's kind of like
Y'all
they
hosted
knew
one though.
they-
Y'all
Y'all
hosted
hosted,
one.
but y'all didn't play in it. Y'all hosted one.
Why didn't
I-
I?
hosted
and
one.
I'm wrong, and I'm
Maybe
wrong too, because Pittsburgh won in Detroit. That's why Jerome Bettis was so retired. So I'm wrong.
Macomilly. Hold up. Ain't none of them answers right?
I mean,
I'm asking you. I'm
you
saying
still
somebody
in it? You still in it? Go ahead.
I mean, asking you. None of them answers is right.
No.
No, they were- I know I was wrong after I said Detroit.
Alright.
I
Hey,
just,
Jacksonville had a Super Bowl. Damn.
yeah, they had
Hosted
a Super
that
Bowl in Jackson.
motherfucker, ain't it?
Y'all got to think about. Y'all got to think about the fact that
It's a new team.
you got to think most of the Super Bowls are
Can I use a
down
lifeline?
south.
Can I use a
Hold
lifeline?
on, no. It's my turn, bro. You done already.
Come on,
Y'all done already guessed.
If
Let
we
me
all
think real
wrong,
quick.
if we all about to be wrong,
No, let me think real quick.
If you wrong, I know.
We
What.
not.
yeah,
I'm gonna move on to the next.
I got.
Nah, hold on. Let me
Can you
get a
tell
guess.
us the
Let me
answer?
get a guess, but let me guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all one guess.
Most likely an AFC team. Hold on, I'm coming with it, man.
So
What's up with the guess, man?
Yeah, we're
I'm gonna say Houston Texans, but I know that's wrong, man.
That's wrong because you know the Atlanta.
yeah, they
and-
just
and,
had the game in Houston.
Patriots was
They
in
just
Houston.
had Houston.
Oh,
It
what?
just-
I ain't
He
know.
said host or play in. So
I know. I ain't know that was. I ain't know they played that. Though.
Okay. Dang, bro.
All
Who
right,
it
so
is,
I'm
man?
gonna go ahead and
Who it is?
It's gonna be the Cleveland Browns.
Wow, that should have been obvious, right? Who wants to play a
Nah,
Super
that
Bowl?
one,
in
I
Cleveland?
I
ain't
should
know
go
Who wants to
through-
play a Super Bowl in Cleveland?
I ain't know at all.
Last question. We're gonna move on. This player was the first ever openly gay person to be.
T Sweat.
Wait. Oh, I
What
don't.
sport? What sport?
Yeah,
You
what
ain't even
sport?
said
Oh, my
what
bad,
sport,
my bad.
bruh.
I ain't know.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead, support. That's
Go ahead and give
I
me your-
can't.
Pride Month. It is Pride Month.
That's support. You gotta
Shout
say
out
the
to
full
all of
question.
our
I mean, I don't know.
LGBT.
You play by the rule. I mean, you
got-
said your
I'm-
name.
I'm playing.
Hey,
by
what's the
rules.
question, though?
You gotta.
Okay.
You right. You gotta finish the
I'm
question.
gonna let him answer it.
All right.
How?
All right.
Hey, real quick, shout out to all of our
Oh, okay.
LGBTQ plus followers because it is Pride Month. It is Pride Month.
This player was the first ever openly gay person to be drafted by an NFL team.
Macomilly.
What was his name?
With
Go ahead, cause you said it first.
you
But I got.
did. Go ahead and get your guess.
I'm next. After.
Another.
Oh,
No.
man.
Because
Hey, you
I
gotta
got
do
two.
Trevor
You
just be
gotta
saying
count
his
down. You gotta
name
have
to hold the spot.
10,
Hopefully you figure it out.
You have two now.
I'm doing
What's
this
your,
for
what's your
y'all.
answer?
I'm doing this
because
for
I got
y'all.
the answer. I know the answer.
Pride Month.
I'm a winner right
Because it's
now.
your team. That's
Sir.
why you know the answer.
Sir, what is your answer?
What I'm saying is, do you got another?
Oh my God.
It is your team.
I
You
get
got
an
another
answer?
tiebreaker.
It is
You got another
Joe's.
tiebreaker question.
Do you-
It's-
you
it's-
know
it is Joe's team. I got the answer as
I
well.
got the answer, man.
But it's
I
Joe's
said my
team.
team first, though. I said my name first.
I got a
That's-
cramp.
that's-
You
You gonna answer
you
as
got a
well? You
Charlie?
don't know.
You got a Charlie?
I'm
horse?
saying, do you got another question if you get it right?
I'm gonna get it right.
It's Joe.
You said it first.
let's
Are you
move-
gonna say
let's-
something?
Sam's.
Michael Sam, man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Winner.
see, I told
Winner.
you. I knew.
All right.
It's not the winners. He got two.
Once
I
again,
got two.
once
That's why I was
again,
asking you the question.
shout out to
You got-
everybody during
Sir.
Pride Month. Okay,
Sir.
it is
Yeah,
the
let's get to the next- let's get to the
LGBTQ
next segment.
community.
Hey, man, that's a good one.
You know,
have
I ain't
one
even-
and a half.
I got 1.5.
because you got half a question, we split it.
I made 50
Yeah,
off of
so-
3.4.
Right.
That's not fair.
I'm gonna clean that up a little bit.
We gonna work. I
I'm
like
gonna have my
that.
questions ready and stuff.
I'm gonna bring a bell.
Expect with that right
I'm gonna bring a bell from the crib. I got a couple ding ding. You know what I'm saying?
I want to know
progressively got
we all
harder.
got. You got 3 of them?
Who?
Oh, y'all gonna kill each other?
Well, yeah,
for
we're
the
gonna kill each
bell?
other for the bell. Everybody gotta die.
I caught a cramp too.
Trevor said they're saying his name, just trying to hold his spot.
Yeah, Trevor called a crib. Trevor
No.
was like, bro, my leg hurt.
back.
Like, heck.
Okay, so this thing.
Canary.
Hey,
Canary, bro.
You said color.
Canary.
You said color.
This is Canary, bro. This all I
Uphill
do.
battle.
Oh, what?
See that kind of.
It's that. I didn't even realize it's that time in the show. What is? Oh my God, gentlemen! It's crazy how all of a sudden this comes up, right? And we thought I thought we canceled this already, but obviously we still got it going. You know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen? It's time for the uphill battle. Oh yeah! All right, you know what we do each and every week of the uphill battle. Man, we got 3 teams trying to make it on the bottom of their respective sports. And this year we are taking it to a brand new, not this year, but this episode, we taking it to a brand new level. Okay?
This year, it is this year.
So of course, you know, we've been covering all kinds of topics. So this year, or this episode, excuse me, I say this year, like we about to change. The year going by fast. That's why it's blowing my mind right now. So the point is, we gonna do you stupid. The Padres, right? We're talking baseball, y'all. The Padres, okay.
All right.
The Braves, okay, and not the Atlanta, but the St. Louis Cardinals, right? Okay,
right.
So all of us know a little bit of something. So you know the Padres, okay, the St. Louis Cardinals, right, and the Atlanta Braves. When we think of baseball, you know, one of the things that I always think about, and because I'm gonna kind of go first, and I know a little bit of something, right, is pitching staffs. Right, pitching staffs are very important in baseball.
For sure.
If you got a good, ace pitcher, you know what I'm saying. Especially if you're playing them long series, like they do in baseball. 3-4 games. Your ace pitcher, your number one starter, is going to set it off as far as it goes. Now, what I would like to think of, who has the best pitching staff out of all 3 teams? Right. Okay. So, would you equate having a good pitching staff to spending money? Because in that case it would be the Padres, but that doesn't mean it equals to wins in baseball either.
It's about performance.
I don't know. That's a tough one. You know what I'm saying? But of course, you know what I'm saying. The St. Louis Cardinals, it's a storied franchise. You think of St. Louis, you're thinking of Albert Pujols. You know what I'm saying? Pujols been there 16 years.
And he actually
went to the Dodgers. Yeah, he went to the Dodgers and came back. And he wanted to play one more year. They got him batting DH out there. That means he come in and hit whenever they need him to.
A lot of players like to go back to their most iconic team.
Yeah, and pretty much for Albert Pujols, one of the best hitters in Major League Baseball history. His franchise it's not his franchise, but his whole career, kicks off notably in St. Louis.
Oh yeah.
So
storybook.
It's kind of a catch-22, because although he is one of the best hitters in Major League Baseball history, ain't nothing really happening in St. Louis. Right. Besides him hitting, and then when you go to Atlanta Braves, we have several occasions in which the Atlanta Braves were at the tops of their division. You know what I'm saying? Star players. Okay, everybody remembers Dion playing baseball and football in one weekend. Everybody remembers that, right? You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember that?
Yeah,
I remember. You know what I'm saying? And in the same essence, each team has their own story franchise. So if I want to talk about the uphill battle, I'm going to kind of take Atlanta out of it, because they just recently made it to the World Series. You know what I'm saying? Are they back in the World Series? Are they going back? No, not this year. But so we're going to take Atlanta out, and I'm going to pretty much focus on
There's a lot of baseball
I'm saying at least they did something. That's what I'm saying. That's what, at least they did something. But St. Louis and the Padres,
I don't know. First of all, you have to look at the fact that all 3 of these teams are second place teams.
Correct.
All right. So with the San Diego Padres at 33-21, they basically have, I guess, the worst situation out of the 3 when it comes to the fact that they lost one of their best sluggers, which is Fernando Tatis Jr.
Tatis, my main man.
When he returns, it should help the offense a good bit. As far as the rotation, pitching rotation with Darvish, Manaea, I think Musgrove, and Blake Snell.
Shout out to you, Darvish, too.
And I think there's also a guy, Mike Clevenger. It's a little give or take. They're not really doing the best overall through a game. The bullpen is not really holding up as much. and of course the Padres are second to the Dodgers. So that's
Yeah, they spending money.
I mean, not as far as just the fact that when you look at an uphill battle, you're looking at the fact that they're trying to catch the Dodgers.
And the Dodgers are one of the hardest teams to catch in baseball, on top of them being good damn near every year. Just like I mentioned earlier, I know for sure the Dodgers bullpen is okay. All right, well, we catching Clayton Kershaw. Y'all know anything about y'all know who Clayton Kershaw is?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. All right, that's enough. That's enough for me.
Not really a concern. First of all, he has to make it through a season.
There you go. Why are you such a downer?
I mean, that's the truth, man.
Why?
Like right now, he's only doing
he's
good
one
in
of
that
the
commercial.
Sandy, you know who Sandy Koufax is?
Chases the ball down.
You heard of Koufax? You know Sandy Koufax? You know Sandy Koufax?
Back in the days when they
But you can't talk about nobody else but Sandy Koufax and him. I know that.
How many complete games did he throw?
Listen, you can complete these.
These guys can't even get out.
Okay.
These guys can't even get out of the third inning now. Fourth inning, they out.
But you know they got them on pitch. I mean, it's almost okay. We're gonna compare sports. Comparison wise. Basketball gives you rest, days off, whatever. Baseball puts you on.
Spoke on that.
Yeah, right. He killed that. We'll get to that too. That's a part of a headline. But but baseball, they going pitch count. That's the new word, right? Pitch count. They did, and the amount of baseball I have watched. These commentators, shout out to Buster Olney, one of my other uncles. That they go really hard as far as saying, back in the day, Sandy Koufax, the big unit, you know what I'm saying? These guys never was on a pitch count. They pitched, and by the end of the game, them boys can't feel their fingers because they've been throwing so much. You know what I'm saying? but that shows you the heart that they put into playing the game. Now Clayton Kershaw, he thrown his elbow out twice because he pitches so hard. Pause. And it's Pride Month. So he's a great pitcher. he's a great pitcher, but in terms of how LA spends their money, the Padres, as you say, in that division, it's hard to catch up with them. Because I just one of my people hit me on my phone. You know what I'm saying? $161 million payroll is what the Padres are spending, but it's not equaling out to win shares. That's kind of hard. Like they spending the money, but it's not coming out on the back end to wins. And like you said, with Fernando Tatis being out, and it's a huge gap in winning and spending money in terms of the Padres. Right. That's why I said at least the Braves got a win under their belt recently, huge win.
As far as it's right now, I mean, again, like these three teams are all in second place. So all of them are in the same position. We're talking about three teams that are Padres, 33-21. You got the Braves, they just won 28-27. And then you have the Cardinals, which are 32-23. The Braves have the worst record out of all three of those teams. Acuna's just getting back. He's not
young Acuna. He's a star.
He hit a home run. He just hit a home run. He just but he's not back in the swing of things. Once he gets going, it presents a certain danger around the whole lineup where you can't really pitch around him.
And real quick to throw this in there, since I was bringing up the money, right? So their total, St. Louis
actually up at St. Louis.
Yeah, St. Louis's total payroll, because we said the Padres were 161. St. Louis's total payroll is 152 million. Their active payroll, though, because of course you're still playing hurt players in baseball. There's no cap. We don't get to do that in basketball or football. Okay, there's 131 million in active players right now. That's a big gap. So that shows you that there are some players that they're paying that aren't performing or winning or actually producing on the field too. We got to take that into account.
Yeah, and as far as on the field, basically the Padres just got swept by the Cardinals. So that when it comes to all three teams, I think the Padres have a bit more of a situation going on with Tatis. You don't know what you're getting. Got the whole lineup healthy.
Fernando.
Plus, they're pretty much gonna go just like St. Louis, they're gonna go for a pitching talent. They're gonna go for somebody in the rotation.
Right.
They just moved. I think Jordan Hicks.
Mm-hmm.
They're thinking about moving Jordan Hicks off of the Cardinals from the starter rotation to the bullpen. Since they just lost their number one guy in the bullpen.
Mm-hmm.
So I think. When it comes to everything, I think the Braves don't have as much as an uphill battle as, say, the Padres and the Cardinals. I say the Cardinals have more work to do, with the Padres basically being the last of the last. Excuse me,
at the top of the battle.
Padres, Braves.
Right. So we going so for me too. I'm gonna agree with you that the Padres have the toughest uphill battle. Out of them all. I mean, even though they're spending the most money out of the three, the it's not equating to winning as we see.
Yeah, losing Alex Reyes, the Cardinals is gonna prove costly throughout the season. So Cardinals got a pretty much uphill.
And we gonna get on this baseball too, Brody. I ain't lying. We gonna learn something.
So we saying
from y'all.
The Braves gonna be pretty. They're pretty at the level they're at right now. What's crazy? All three of those, like you said, they all second place.
They all second place.
And they got one right behind them and one like they're not
the people in front. The teams in front of them, like Jay was saying,
and behind them
are
close.
story. Every team in front of them is tough teams to catch. It's hard to catch the Dodgers for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because they always, like I said, one of their bullpens is always one of the toughest ever. But you know what? We skipped over something that we was supposed to talk about.
What the
we talk about it. Well, he just talked about the Cardinals.
No. It was one more. I swear we just mentioned something that was important, and I said we was gonna come back to that.
Talking
about Deshaun.
Oh wow! But yeah, we gonna get to that. We got time.
Yeah, we actually do got time for that.
Get a little time, man.
Okay.
But I gotta get on this road soon, fellas. We got a little time.
Yeah. We okay.
Let's go.
So we gonna keep it real, right? Okay. Everybody knows right now. The ex-Houston Texans quarterback, who got signed by the Cleveland Browns, received a huge
NFL
check.
Camp Notables.
Huge check, right? From the Cleveland Browns, pretty much a fully guaranteed $95 million. Was given to him to Deshaun Watson, but it's not without pause and without controversy because right now Deshaun Watson is facing numerous accusations of sexual assault and sexual misconduct from like multiple. It is an array of women who he either pursued for personal massage purposes or what's another word
innocent
for it?
Until proven
it's a lot. He was going to get basically physical therapy because he's an athlete, and of course massages and things were involved. Cupping as they do, that's a huge thing now, and let's say that somewhere in there.
I don't even know.
You're right. It sounds like
as far as what's going on the field,
right?
Man. What's up?
No. That's a big part. That's a big part of it because the idea is he may not see the field with these accusations, bro.
Right.
And he gonna see the field this year,
and he'll see it this year, but maybe not the beginning.
It's been rumors
maybe
that
like
the
week
NFL
7?
are towards the end of their investigation on the whole ordeal. They need to hurry up and just decide how many games they're gonna get this man.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, this America. I know.
Innocent till proven
everybody
guilty.
in social media,
unless you are
want to throw all these. Everybody got opinions. This man is innocent until proven guilty. This man done already went to court. He beat
like 20 out of the 24.
He done beat a lot of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? They keep trying to draw up more and more stuff,
and,
trying to get him
and,
up.
one too.
And this is what I'm gonna say about it real quick.
My man's is innocent.
He's innocent until proven guilty. I hate to be like that person, but like some people are really what they call savants. Like I think Deshaun Watson is a savant at football. His football acumen has been like talked about. By Dabo Swinney from Clemson about how he can diagnose plays and defenses and offenses, and in his mind, I think in a post game press conference, he pretty much re-diagnosed a play to a reporter, like from start to finish, from his perspective, and it was amazing to hear. But personally, I feel like Deshaun Watson may have had some poor decisions that he made. And every man, as a man, you're going to grow up and you're going to make some bad decisions. You're going to make some good ones. I recently made some bad decisions and things happen. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope that whatever the case may be, he learns from this because, like some of the information that has been, leaked out through various news sites and things of that nature, he had to not be thinking about how it could affect his personal life. That's just a nice way of putting it. He had to not be thinking about, okay, if I text this may come back to me, or if I respond to this person, or if I do something with this person, it's not gonna come back to me. So I'm hoping that he gets like a life coach. The people who really care about Deshaun Watson, stick by him, because it's really hard to be a African American quarterback in the NFL and not have really hard accusations thrown at you, and them stick with you forever. Like
social media make it.
Yes, I guarantee you in the Cleveland Browns stadium, when he touches the field, there are going to be pockets of women with signs saying really hurtful things if he read them.
Yeah,
and they're going to like chant and say stuff. If he's proven
not guilty.
They still gonna be out there.
They're gonna be out there, but if he's proven not guilty, what are you really gonna say?
Play ball.
That's the truth.
They still gonna be out there, bro.
That means he hasn't done any of these things that people are accusing him of.
Yeah.
Listen, man, Deshaun's a fantastic guy.
We rooting for our boy.
I'm rooting for him.
And when you get back on that field, you about to give him hell, man.
Yeah, I'm rooting
player
for
of the
him.
year. Give him the award already.
Right.
Yeah,
come on, man.
I'm rooting for him. That's why I'm hoping that the people who are close to him, close by him,
they should be
who
right,
know
man.
him well, somebody got to go, man. Look,
the reason why he got that money guaranteed.
Somebody got to go. Hey, man, come in. Give me your phone.
He probably want no phone.
It's my thing, man.
It's the end of the day. Hey, man, give me your phone, man. We about to go out. No, you're not. Give me your phone. Come on.
We praying for Deshaun Watson.
Right. We want, and I want.
Gonna be all right.
And I'm sorry it didn't work out for anybody else, but if anybody can bring the Cleveland Browns out of obscurity, from the quarterback perspective, it should be that young man right.
We got it, yeah, for sure. We got any more NFL notables from any camps or anything? Anything shining?
Around the league,
anybody
Joe?
shining?
Joe, any of your sources hit you up on your?
I just been worrying
page?
about that Brinks truck backing up the PAD, man.
Yes,
I ain't been paying attention to too much of nothing else right now.
Oh yeah, I got a little news. Right. So I got a little insight or something. You might know me, right? So. Kenny Pickett's doing really good in Steelers camp. Kenny Pickett's doing actually really good in Steelers camp right now. They're saying it's a head-to-head conflict for who's going to be the day one starter, but Kenny Pickett hasn't had any first team reps yet. But they're looking forward to, of course, the preseason when they can see him in full contact action. And
that's a little different,
and that's going to be where we're going to get a chance to see Kenny Pickett in a Pittsburgh Steelers jersey, and also Mitchell Trubisky. Don't sleep. We're gonna stick Mitchell out there,
right?
And we're gonna see what happens. You know
ready
what I'm
to
saying?
hit that bench, Mitch.
Right? Yeah, we're gonna see what happens. You know what I mean? But I'm really looking forward to my Steelers. Oh,
yeah, I take it back though. I do got something to talk about camp. All right.
Okay, go ahead. I was about to talk about taking command. I saw something
real quick.
Too.
Green Bay, man. There's a lot of talks about their second round draft pick. I believe Scott Moore, man. He's dropping a lot of passes. Having some second thoughts about him. I think it's just some growing pains.
Yeah, the yips.
Acclimating to the NFL.
I smell
I think he'll be all right. But
I smell a Jamar Chase moment.
Right, yeah,
Look
very
at what
much.
Jamar Chase started doing.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
Jamar Chase dropped
saying
everything in
things about him,
preseason.
but then there's some guys that saying there's some glimpses of some good stuff.
I think that's a high pressure situation.
Somebody who's cooking in camp right now, dog. That boy from Clemson, Ross. In Kansas City. He made a one-handed catch, man, so incredible. Y'all gotta go see that.
I saw it on that
he
3 network.
really looking good in camp, man. So they're saying he's looking real good in camp.
Very much. If you get rid of Tyreek, then we got somebody to replace
They
that.
say it's gonna be
right
by
there.
committee this year, man. So, we'll see.
And shout out to my Jags, man. Hey, Trevor Lawrence feeling good right now. Trevor Lawrence saying it's smooth right now.
I did see on Instagram. On the Jags, from the Jags network on the NFL Instagram, those ETN
Yeah.
screens. The ETN screen
Oh,
look really scary.
They saying
Shout out to Peterson, baby. I'm
ETN
liking
saying
it.
he trying to embrace a Debo Samuels type role. with
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, where they're gonna stick
West
him
backfield
in multiple
and wide
places.
receiver,
Yeah,
line
they're
him
gonna
up,
stick him in multiple
line him up
places.
all across.
That's dope.
Very Clemson like, because at Clemson, he would motion out of the backfield and end up on the strong side or the weak side of the play.
Next up, Rec Room Mission.
Wow.
All right. We about to
Our producers are telling us we got to move forward.
let the people know about the Rec Room mission.
So as we have that, we're gonna
Rec
point to
Room
my
Mission.
Man, my man Jake, tell us about this mission of the Rec Room.
Well,
going forward.
I wanted to go over just certain things that we're gonna try to get into. Like we just talked about Madden not too long ago. Pretty soon we have gonna be having a little Madden tournament.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
Boys don't want no smoke on this.
we know who's gonna win that one already.
We got some good players in here right now.
Yeah,
Boys
so
don't
it's
want no
gonna be a whole lot of fun. Real quick,
Big shouts out to
And
Will.
we will be involved. We will be in this tournament also.
We will also, yeah.
We're not gonna be no
Bet your money on me.
bystanders.
hey, if we take y'all money, if
Anybody
one
with
of us
that
take,
PS5, pull up on me too. Man.
Wow.
Let's go.
if one of us takes everybody's money, involved, please, it wasn't a scam.
Yeah,
No.
we will give it
It's
to
nice
the Pay
like
My
that.
Bill
It's nice like
Foundation.
Right, yeah.
That's what it's going.
Yeah, we gotta put it on the T Sweat Light Bill Foundation. We're gonna make sure we knock that on out of the box. Go ahead, Jake.
All right, so basically we're gonna be doing a lot of things. Like I said, Madden tournament. We're gonna be doing a little bit of tailgating here and there, and of course on the Instagram, y'all could check me out. Gonna be going to all these games.
Sure.
On a little break right now. I think the next game I'm gonna be going to is the Dodgers and the Braves.
All
I
right,
want to see
Braves,
Freddie
Dodgers.
Freeman stink.
Let's go.
Hey, let's pull up to that Cowboys Jaguars game. Man.
Let's go.
Be a good one.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I don't know
That's gonna be crazy.
any of those teams I really would want to watch like that. And then speaking of, we're gonna end up going more into like what we're gonna be doing in the
You
future.
don't want to go to a Cowboy game.
But yeah, man. So, but I want to go back real quick to when we talking about the camp and basically our OTAs, and I would want to go over some of the rookies that stuck out to me.
To you.
And according to I guess Bleacher Report and a lot of these sites, these team sites, starting to hear a lot about Alec Pierce from the Colts. His 6'3" frame, he's like 6'3", 211. I think he's a little faster than Pittman. Gives him a good viable option on the outside, to see what Matt Ryan can do. Matt Ryan is actually better with possession receivers. Somebody out the slot a little bit that he can deal with.
Little dink and dunk.
Right. You got off of the Panthers, you got Akeem Ikwanu. The left tackle is going to be watching that blind side. He's going to be going against.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, he's going to be going against dudes like Garrett, Bosa. You know what I'm saying? So he has to be that left tackle. He has to be one of probably the best left tackles drafted in previous years. With what
Panthers
he's about
history
to face,
for sure.
with what he's about to face in the future.
Two times a season too. Myles Garrett. Very
Also,
scary.
you got your boy Jahan Dotson,
Ooh.
and we all know Commanders. He's gonna take command.
Hey.
Basically, he is great at separation, creating space, and route running. His hands are what they say, basically second to none on the team for a rookie. For them to say that about a rookie, that's pretty outstanding. You got Rashad White, running back for the Bucks. I want to say he got drafted out of what round? I don't say third round. Not sure, but the whole thing is he great dual threat back. All they got to do is see what his blocking looks like, and I think he can spell Fournette pretty well. And then you got Kyle Hamilton, man, 6'4", 220 safety, man.
It's a
Come
big
on,
dude.
man, say no more.
Yeah, well, Baltimore, he's going to fit in real good.
They say he has great one-on-one ability, and he's very smart in his own coverage. So that's he's gonna need it.
Right, because he's gonna see some offensive freaks in that division this year, especially Cincinnati. They put on display where they going at in the future. Pittsburgh, we back in the building. We're gonna take our time, And then of course, when they put Deshaun out there somewhere, one of these days, one of these weeks, man, it's gonna be bomb going forward. So I look forward to a lot of what you're talking about. Thanks, Jay, going forward, man. So what else we got?
I got one more.
Got one more? Go,
Got
kid.
one more.
What else?
I got Danny Gray, wide receiver from the 49ers, man. He's basically a burner running a 4-3-3. He's a great option. Yes,
Good things about Buddy too.
And
Unfortunately.
we're gonna see what happens with that offense because they got a lot of possibly moving pieces or a couple, so to say. So, those gonna be some guys that I've been paying, or a few of the guys that I've been paying attention to, handful of guys.
Right.
That's dope.
We see what happens.
Next up, what's that about?
Oh man, I mean, every week we got a lot going on, especially with the information when it comes to, camp, spring training, man. And I think
What's that about?
It's pretty much dope. But man, we got.
I'm gonna get up.
We always got this picture on the table right now. We got this picture frame on
I'm
there.
not along with the music this time.
What's
All right, so this is
what's going on?
Backstory real quick.
Right.
Backstory. So have y'all seen Ronald Acuna's new BMW X6?
No. Is it really fly?
It's very fly.
Right.
It's very fly. I hope he doesn't keep it in Atlanta.
Wow.
Shout out to Hugh Douglas, man.
Wow.
Man, I know you miss your truck, bro. But anyway, people still out there, man. And that is a lime. He has yellow. It's like a bumblebee color X6.
How you still yellow
Look it up.
car?
Look it up. Yeah, real quick.
Canary?
Canary yellow. See, here we go with that. It's not even gonna say canary yellow, man. You got me on that one. All right, so it's a great BMW, man, X6 that he bought, custom paint job, and he got his logo on the back, the Ronald Acuna.
How you get a logo?
13. He has a logo, man. He's
Okay,
that great, man. He's
Right.
that great. Oh shoot, what's my? Oh shoot. Oh yeah. All right, so I'm gonna put this in the middle, right here.
Wow.
Can you move those? Yeah.
Wow.
All right. So probably like, what is that, right?
What is this, Jay?
So off of Ronald Acuna's new whip, man, that he's showing everybody talking about, man, $175,000 X6, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's an X6. But this right here
Mm-hmm.
is, I'm sorry to be yelling. They look like
Oh no, you good? No. I'm just. I'm sweating over here.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right. Y'all don't. That does not look familiar to y'all.
It looks like the
Like one
car.
of them cars from Rick Ross cars.
It looked like the car David Ruffin. You know the car David Ruffin rode off from the Temptations in and did drugs in the back of the car.
Does the name Willie Mays Hayes ring a bell to you?
Wow. Oh, what? Willie Mays Hayes?
That's the whip that he pulled up in spring training. Say hey. Yeah. So
I bet y'all don't know. Y'all know Willie Mays
Willie
Hayes?
Mays Hayes, y'all,
Played by Wesley Snipes
Wesley
and
Snipes' character. In Major
Omar
League.
Epps in the second one in Major League.
Yeah, in the second
one, yeah.
in the sequel. So yeah, he pulled up in that car spring training, which is Major League. He was a no name. He wasn't even invited to camp. So when he pulled up there, everybody was like, "Yo, who was this guy?" He was like, "Say hey." Willie Mays here. Say he run like Hayes, hit like Mays, or feel like something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Wesley Snipes, man. That was a great sports movie.
Right.
So Wesley Snipes driving that car?
No, he was driving it.
No,
right?
it answers my question because I can't see who in there.
Wow! Whoa!
It's a joke, Wesley.
So,
it's a joke.
all right. So
I know you heard a lot of black. Whatever.
We're gonna hit the joke. We're gonna hit the whole thing. So the perspective is right. If I'm not right, if I'm not wrong, Jay. So he gets out of the car basically and runs the first base. Introduces himself and runs the first base. Beats like one man in his shoes. Down the thing. With that. He was asleep. He was asleep, right?
Yeah, he was asleep at night.
He was asleep at night.
And then the security guards was like, "Yo, this is the dude that wasn't invited to camp." So when he woke up the next morning, he was in the parking lot in the bed in the bunk.
Right.
And he woke up. He was like, "Ish, I've been cut already." And he heard the gun. They was doing sprints in the morning,
and he beat him
and
barefoot.
He straight ran in pajamas and barefoot, and he won him a job.
Right.
So yeah, Wesley Snipes, man, in Major League, man. I remember my mom took me to go see that, man.
That's dope.
That's like one of our favorite movies.
We got some good sports movies, man.
Movie Monday, man.
Movie Monday.
Y'all check out the Facebook page.
You got to do the Wildcats one day too. Well, Wesley Snipes was in that as well.
Yeah, it went
Football.
it was some funny things. in there.
Wildcats football. Y'all know about that. Goldie Hawn.
Cool running.
I'm behind on my movies, man.
Yeah, Cool Runnings.
Cool
That's another
Runnings,
one.
man.
Oh, I love Cool Runnings.
Mighty
Yeah,
Ducks.
that's a classic.
Classic.
What's the one where they was in college and Omar Epps was the running back?
Oh, you talking about the program?
The program.
Oh,
Yo,
don't get me started. On
I
the
was
program.
like, yo, that's what college is like. I gotta go.
Alvin Mack.
What?
Alvin Mack, boy.
Oh man, yo,
Everybody wants an Alvin Mack on their team.
listen, man, them boys was spitting in each other's mouths in the locker room.
Whoa, pause.
Yeah, they was. They did.
I don't want to hear it.
Him and Latimer.
I ain't saying it wasn't true. I just want to hear it.
It's crazy.
And that movie was
Celebrity
shot where?
birthdays.
The movie was shot at
Williams-Brice
Stadium in Columbia.
Oh, that's
USC
dope.
campus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We actually had a
Celebrity
we'll talk about it later.
birthdays.
I'm gonna talk about celebrity birthdays.
Hit him up. Hit him up. Hit him up.
We got Vince Mensa, which is a rapper.
Yeah, Vic Mensa,
hip-hop
real sick.
rap.
Bars.
From
Real
Chicago, you know.
Real
A lot
sick.
of people don't know he's from Chicago.
Yeah, because he's a real
didn't
sick
know that.
rapper.
Yeah. Like he actually got his break from Chance the Rapper. One of his tours is,
He's an acid rapper, isn't it? Isn't that what you call it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what he,
Wait a minute. What?
Acid rap, Vic Mensa.
it's a whole
Real.
movement.
It's a whole movement. It's like
What do you mean by acid though?
it's specifically geared towards a fan base of people who like are very introspective, especially when on hallucinogenic
We don't
drugs.
condone the drugs. So next
Okay, so it did.
next
sound
celebrity
like motherfucker.
birthday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next celebrity birthday is DeAndre Hopkins.
D-Hop.
NFL star
happening?
wide receiver for the Arizona Cardinals, came from the Houston Texans
South
and
Carolina
Clemson
boy.
Shout out to his mama.
Bread.
Tigers.
Shout out to his mama. Give mad respect to that.
We
that
got
lady.
Harvey Firestein. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but he was playing.
Definitely not Harvey Weinstein.
I'm about
Please,
to
we're not
say,
gonna talk
that's-
about
Yeah, I
that.
was like,
Not
Definitely
Weinstein.
not Harvey
Not
Weinstein.
I thought everybody was gonna think that. This one actually, he played in the movie Hairspray and the movie Mrs. Doubtfire. His birthday
Two
today.
good movies. I don't have anything negative to say about that.
All right, and the last one is for your boy from the Steel Curtain.
Mm-hmm.
He just talked about him about 5 minutes ago. Kenny Pickett. It's
Kenny
actually his birthday today.
Pickett.
And that's the rookie QB for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hopefully, he has a big chance to start.
Yeah, man. You know,
Shout him out. You
we're
know
gonna
what I'm
give him a
saying?
shot. We're gonna give him a shot. Coach Tomlin called me and told me, man, he looked pretty good, man.
All right, we got some last starts.
The last thoughts.
Okay, so Joe, what you got to do? Because I know you got things to do.
Yeah, I'm out. I gotta hit the road in a minute. But
Tell him where you
last
going,
thought-
Joe.
I'm not. I'm antisocial when it comes to my moves.
Got you. Got you.
Follow me on social media, you know where I'm going.
Right, yeah,
Don't-
no, yeah.
Ain't for you,
Follow
baby.
Joe on social media. All right.
But hey, we was talking about y'all was talking about Willie Mays.
Willie Mays Hayes.
Willie Mays Hayes.
Okay,
Right.
y'all ever heard of Willie Mays Akins? Y'all
Willie
heard of
Mays.
him?
No, tell us
All right,
about
so
it. Joe.
all right, boom. South Carolina State University, illustrious South Carolina State University in Orangeburg, South Carolina, once upon a time had a baseball program. 1974 was the last year of their baseball program, but they brought in a standout high school baseball and football player named Willie Mays Akins from South Carolina. I think he was from Seneca. Okay, so he got a full scholarship of baseball and football, played at South Carolina State. They stopped the team in 1975. They stopped the baseball team. They cut the program. He was only a freshman. Played pretty good. He went to play semi-pro. From when his coaches gave him a look, went to play semi-pro in Baltimore, Maryland. That's when the California Angels, so it was the California Angels at the time, the scout looked at him. He ended up getting drafted number 2 overall in the first round in MLB. Straight from Orangeburg, South Carolina.
Straight.
Going to South Carolina State University.
On fire.
It's a lot of, we got
That's
a lot of history
crazy.
with football with South Carolina State University, but a lot of people didn't know that story.
Baseball.
He actually got a movie coming out about him.
Wow.
Because he actually
If only Chadwick Boseman was alive, guys, he would have
he
played him.
actually
too.
he had a great World Series run with the Kansas City Royals. He hit a couple of homers in the World Series. Played 8 years in the MLB. Got got caught up with crack cocaine in the 90s.
Oh.
Went to 20 years in jail, I believe. Got out,
20 years.
doing good things now, and they're making a movie. The movie comes out this year, man. I forgot the name of it. I have more information for you guys about that next
That's
episode.
interesting.
We all
but
gonna
hey,
keep
man,
it.
Willie Mays Aikens, man. Look into
Great
him.
last
Yeah,
start.
that was a
Yeah.
great
I'm
one.
gonna bring y'all some history.
Yeah,
sometime.
hey man,
There, now and then.
Rec Room Sports is also associated with the NAACP,
Hanging last time.
the,
Remember I left you hanging?
the Black History Month program. Anything Black History,
My
Joe.
bad.
So that's real dope, Joe. I guess my last.
I was scared
minute-
that time.
Yo, yeah, you didn't see it coming.
From the last time, I was scared.
He's like, gonna leave him hanging again.
The
He's gonna
pound.
have him. leave him hanging again. God dog it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like my last thought is oh yeah, so I'm looking forward to the rest of these playoffs, man. I'm really interested to see how this gonna go. Golden State, Boston Celtics. We're going to TD Garden. We're trying to pull out at least 2 wins, 2 W's. But of course, I'd be happy with the 1-1 because how you gonna beat the perennial champs? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And without taking some losses. So I'm really interested in that. Jay, what you think about? What you got going on?
Hey man, we gonna take him, man. I just gotta say that at the beginning and end as much as I can.
Hey, you got copyright. Like
We got copyrighted, bro.
Better
Take the
LLC.
man,
Don't
and
you
then,
do it.
You know what I'm saying? Braves are back. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get back into our winning ways.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it was a great show. We do what we do. Just look out for the rest of this stuff, man. We got coming out, man. It's gonna be a lot of content, man. Pretty soon you're gonna look around and say, "Dad, this ain't even the same room." Blah blah blah. We're gonna have a lot to bring to the table, man. A lot of content coming, y'all.
And I see us going really far. Sweat, what you got going on? Last minute.
Nothing really, man. We just got a lot of goals when it comes to this podcast and these canary field goals. Let's get it. Rec Room, baby.
Hey, make sure you check us out.
What's
Like,
the
share,
origin?
subscribe. Like,
Do we
share,
have a root
subscribe.
All that.
Okay, hey, you know what I'm saying? You know what time it is, man. Rec Room. We'll be back next week.
Country of origin.
All right, yeah. What does it come from? What color are the goalposts in Canada? Tell us that in the comments.
Does the country matter?
Who the finest female
Oh,
athlete?
wow.
Tell us that. in the comments.
Shout out to my girl. Oh, I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna say that one. I'm gonna say that one.
Tia Cooper.
Ooh, I gotta give it up to a South Carolina native. She plays for the Las Vegas Aces. If you don't know,
Adrian Wilson.
oh my God! If you don't know, you don't know. You don't know.
I would say Skylar Diggins.
Skylar Diggins, sir.
I have no answer. I don't want to get shot tonight.
We'll get canceled. We will get canceled, bro. Hey man, maybe you check us out next week. Rec Room Sports, man. Follow us, Rec Room Sports on Instagram and Rec Room Sports on Twitter. Also follow us. Follow me, your boy YaBoyKWhit on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that good stuff, man. J She.
_T Sweat.
Macomilly. Macomilly.
Wow.
Don't forget the app, baby.
Don't forget the apps.